not sure. Welcome to another episode of the Midweek Crisis podcast. My name is Bull Shep, your host as always. Our guest host today is none other than the Richinator.
Hi.
And our special
What's up,
guest
guys?
tonight is Lynsey Ross and Sage from the band Misunderstood. Hi, guys.
Woo.
Hello.
So for those that aren't watching live, because no one's watching live right now, hey,
One
there we
person.
go.
We got a viewer.
We'll see if that sound actually came through. I don't think it did, but how's it going, guys? How was your daytime commute?
Lovely.
I sat in my house during the day.
Hell yeah.
I didn't do shit today.
It was kind of I was at work all day, so I wasn't really outside. It was chilly. But last
Yeah.
night was like raining.
It was
And,
gross.
I work at home. There's no commute, but I had to commute here.
yeah,
Shower.
I work pretty close here, so not much of a drive, but it's a little bit chillier. I turned the heat on in the garage yesterday to make sure.
It feels nice.
Elena has tuned in. What's up, Disney?
Oh yeah,
What's going on?
Right on.
Tuning in.
Bam.
Whoa.
But yeah, so yeah, I always say the daytime commute, that whole reference is from a song called Millionaire by Queens of the Stone Age. There's this radio announcer at the beginning, and he's like, "How was your daytime commute? I need a saga or whatever." But yeah, so how's it going, guys? What have you been up to?
Nothing really. I mean, we've been playing a lot of shows, but
Yeah.
That's something.
yeah, we
Spent
go on
a,
tour
That's a
next
big
month.
something.
spending a lot of time on the road.
You have to tell us about the tour. Where are you heading out?
We're going to St. Louis, Southgate House in Newport, Kentucky.
Where's my phone?
I don't even
'Cause
know.
I got the
I got
folder in my-
Got
being
the
put
whole
on the
itinerary.
Yeah.
It's like a Midwest tour.
Cool. So they can find it on your site, right?
Yep,
Your
yep.
Facebook.
Yeah, it's
Facebook.
all
Cool.
Instagram.
TikTok everywhere.
Hell
Awesome.
yeah!
Hang
Where you
on.
do you know where your next show is?
We played Middletown, Ohio on Saturday
What's
at Leo's.
Halloween show.
Halloween
Leo's.
shows.
That's pretty much Cincinnati, right?
It's the weekend for
Yeah,
all the Halloween
it's like-
shows.
20 minutes
It's-
from Middletown. I used to live there.
Right on.
Yeah, it's
I-
like halfway between Cincinnati. and
There's like
Dayton.
10 bands.
Damn.
Yeah, it's Black Market Party's putting it on it.
Yeah, Black Market Party. It's their show. It's gonna be fun.
Where is it?
We don't have Halloween costumes still though.
Looks like we're all muted except for Bull. Oh no, sorry. No. Okay, that's the cameras.
Yep. I got the
We're
camera
good. We're good.
here.
I was like, I don't even know how this shit works.
Yeah,
It's working.
The-
It's working.
Oh, there it is.
for whatever reason, I don't know why the opening bit didn't sound off in our ears, but I'm like looking down at my mixer and I'm like, okay,
Well, then you also lost some of your sound bites too, but
yeah, but
it's a
that's-
rebuilding process.
See, that would be the mixer, not StreamYard. So
Oh, we're
There
playing
you go.
starting our tour, we're playing Battle Creek, Michigan with the lovely Some Kind of Nightmare.
awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hell
One of
yeah.
our favorites, of course.
Yep. I'm excited to see those guys.
It's November 5th is the first date,
Yeah.
and then we're going through the 20th. Or no, the
19th.
19th.
Nice. Hope it goes well.
Hell
Keep
yeah.
posting about it. We'll follow.
I saw you mentioned something about playing New Year's Eve in Ohio.
Yes.
Like
we
Dayton-ish?
just got it confirmed last night in Taffy's in Eaton, Ohio. This is a small coffee bar, but
Hell yeah!
Yeah,
Either way,
Still pretty
it's
cool.
20 minutes from my house. I'm like, fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah.
you
So
live in
you're gonna-
Ohio.
We
I
live
live
in
in
Indiana.
right on
The-
the Indiana-Ohio
Richmond's
line.
on the border.
Right.
Dayton's
Damn,
right
that's
over
a
there.
Hell of a drive here
An hour.
Not too bad.
to here.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh
down-
wait, we're in Lapel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot
Straight-
we're closer to Ohio.
That's an
not
hour
Illinois.
for me too from Indy.
Yeah,
That's
straight-
where I live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
And
playing
rush hour traffic.
I'm playing in Newcastle on Friday,
Yeah.
and yeah, we're playing at the Marlowe's.
Oh yeah.
Right- the right
I've been
room.
thinking
Right
about
room.
trying to make it
Right
out there.
room.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be dope.
Yeah.
What's wild is usually like whenever we play out of town shows, it's like a hall, but for me, it's right down 32,
yeah.
Straight shot.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
whoop, right
Handy.
there. So it's only
And
like,
that is like the coolest fucking house venue.
I know, right? It's like perfectly
I
set
love that
up.
place so much.
Yo,
Yeah.
Fred Marlowe says hello.
What's up,
Hello.
Marlo?
What up, Fred?
We were just talking about y'all,
Literally.
literally.
We need to get with him and get a show there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tied Like Our Tiger is playing, so it's gonna
Okay.
be our first out of town show since our hiatus.
Yeah.
call it high.
Welcome back, Tight Like a Tiger.
No, I'm excited. We need to get more shows.
Kind of representing some stripes tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
Got the tiger shit going.
Snazzy.
So, all right. I guess we'll just get right into it here, Lynsey
Hell yeah.
and Sage. I'm sure Lindsay's going to answer this one. So, how about did Misunderstood come about?
I was 15.
15.
Huge Joan Jett fan. And I was like, fuck, I'm going to go start a band. I went and asked dudes I barely knew in high school, can you play an instrument? Cool, you're in my band now. And ta-da, 16 years later.
Yeah.
That is a long
How
time.
old were you the first time you played PRN? Because I remember that show.
Oh, shit. I was like 19, 20. I remember I wasn't even allowed in the bar.
Yeah. If
And,
you're over 18, you can play, but you can't hang
Yeah,
out in the bar.
one of the
Yeah.
shows was with Mr. Clinton the Pink Cigarettes. And I
Mhm.
remember that you guys, it was before the curtains were up on the windows.
Mhm.
And I had to peek in and watch Abby and Davey. I was like, oh, man, I want to be in there and watch.
What year was this? Do you
I
think?
was like, so I was like 19, 20. So that had been like 11, 12 years ago.
So 2012.
2011.
I
I don't
remember.
even think Abby was allowed to be in there yet either.
No, for sure not.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we played shows with Room 21 when she like first started playing with Davey or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Before they were Mr. Clit, yeah. they
yeah,
were together
and
with
it would be like she would basically come in right before they
Yeah.
started playing, and then she would leave as soon as they were done. Type
I just
shit.
felt like a peeping Tom because I'm like
Yeah.
looking in the window.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
that first show. You kind of had like a Catholic schoolgirl look. At the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. I wore like a tie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good look.
Looked really snazzy.
I was
glad
I
I've had you
was,
in all those years.
It's been a long time.
Oh yeah. Good times.
Hell yeah! So, what got you into playing music?
So this is gonna sound really stupid, but I started playing guitar when I was 12 because of the Josie and the Pussycat movie.
Greg
Right.
Branner's favorite movie, by the way.
Dude, the soundtrack is fire. Still to this day. I will put it in the car and just be like, cool.
Oh yeah,
It is fun. I have to
Yeah.
admit.
What about you, Sage? What got you into playing music?
My family actually. I come from a very musical background. My grandpa, I grew up with him playing stand-up bass in a blues band. Both my uncles played guitar for a southern rock band growing up. I just kind of picked it up, and now I play 13 different instruments altogether.
13.
Yeah,
That's
A
lot.
dozen wasn't enough.
I
was
bet
it,
you didn't
Sage?
count.
just
The,
that
I bet you didn't
extra
count the kazoo.
yeah.
Make it 14.
Well, does it count when you like learn what is it, the flute and like
Recorder.
kindergarten? A recorder.
Oh
Recorder.
yeah.
Does that count?
If you can
Recorder.
still play
Yeah,
it.
fuck it.
Sure.
I'm
you can-
sure you can
it's an
make some
instrument.
noise out of it.
Yeah, it's
I-
a legit
So everybody
instrument.
can honestly say they play one extra instrument.
Well, if you played the drums with a recorder, like 2 recorders, hey,
Eh?
I mean,
you're recording drums.
Oh.
It's a bad joke. Oh my god, I'm fired.
That's not
so
even a dad
terrible.
joke. That's a
See,
stepdad joke.
So I accidentally deleted all my sound waves, and I have this button that I would normally hit right there. There it is. We should have had you record that. And then I could,
Just
But-
cue me. I'll throw in some sound
What-
effects.
right on. Sage, what was the first instrument you started to play? Like your first instrument? Getting feedback.
I mean, I would say vocals if you want to count that as an instrument, but I really started picking up drums when I was about 12. So
I
actually
think that's
about
like a magical age.
I would say about the same time she
Mm.
started playing guitar, so I guess that just it works out.
Right on. I'm gonna. I can't do it. I got to figure out where it's
Reverb,
coming from.
reverb.
Or we're getting some
Who's getting the
echo.
sound?
It doesn't bother
Check.
me. It actually sounds like we're in an arena.
Yeah, but they can hear it online.
Oh damn.
Oh, all right, Rich. Tell us about.
I was gonna say it might be Rich's
What
mic
got
picking
you into
up.
music, Rich?
What got me into music? Well, my mother got me into piano lessons, so I learned by learning piano, and that's all the fundamentals. Not an easy instrument to master, but yeah, I
think
started
that's a
playing
really
that.
hard instrument.
It is. I took actual piano lessons for years and bought some keyboards. So when I started my rock and roll career, it was keyboards, and then started playing trombone.
That's really cool.
Actually, there's quite a history there because my marching band was the only marching band from the United States to play at the 1988 Winter Olympics in Calgary, Canada.
That's awesome.
So that's cool. Then I started playing the bass, and that was when I was 16. My first paycheck from Shoney's, I bought a bass, playing ever since. So
Hell yeah.
piano, trombone, bass. That's about it.
Oh yeah.
Can't keep up with you, Sage, but I think I do those pretty well.
Hell yeah. How long have you been playing drum, Sage? Curious.
I started when I was 12.
How old are you?
You're 31.
I'm
right?
31.
31.
Yeah. We're literally like what, 2 weeks
I'm
apart?
2 weeks older than him.
Yeah, 2 weeks older than me.
Wild.
And
All right, I gotta hold that against him.
I got 14
I'm
days.
the adult in the car.
baby.
I have 300
the
plus
baby.
hours on your
Yeah.
ass. You
The
best
baby.
respect.
Don't backtalk.
I'm driving, motherfucker.
Exactly.
I've got
Until I get tired.
yeah, until she about falls asleep on me, and then I'm like, Lynsey, you gotta let me drive, girl. Come on
Someone's
now.
got it. These tours, yeah, it's
Yeah,
tough.
it's crazy.
It's good to swap out. Make sure the most alert person's driving. I've been on
Stretch your
tours
leg.
many
Hey, Billy.
times. You gotta.
Billy Johnson just joined in. Long time
What's up,
listener.
Billy?
One time
Good friend, good
guest.
supporter of the scene.
We got William
Oh,
Sipple in the house. What's up, William?
What's up?
Hell yeah. So yeah. Moving on from the old instrument questions here. I like to get into this, or we in general. So what inspired you to play music? Or who were your inspirations?
So when I was 12, after the the Josie and the Pussycat, my mom bought the I Love Rock and Roll album with Joan Jett. She never got it back because I kept it.
Hell yeah.
And then I was like, I'm gonna do that. So I guess Joan Jett is like my number one.
I've always known she's been a big influence on you. So
Yeah.
I finally
Yeah,
got to see her. You were there at the Motley Crue show.
It's
Yeah.
big-
The highlight of the Motley Crue show was Joan Jett.
it
Actually, all
was-
three, or was that? Is he talking about the stadium tour?
Yeah, you
I
were
was gonna
there.
say I was there too.
It was a good one.
That was a
It
good
was
one.
a really good show.
Yeah. Really, I was surprised about how good Def Leppard still was.
Oh
I
yeah.
had my
I'd
okay,
seen
so
them in the 80s and they were like, wow.
they're just so boring to me. After like the hour, I'm like, just hanging out.
It was a bit of a
already.
long set, but
Yeah.
I was just
I thought-
ready for Crew.
they still sounded great.
Yeah.
Crew, some people were disappointed with Crew's set.
Yeah,
I was, I was in a Motley Crue tribute band.
Yeah,
I thought they did a really
What's up,
good
man?
job.
I
I'd
thought
seen
they-
better. I'd seen them 3 times in the 80s and 90s, and they're still pretty good.
I saw them once with Alice Cooper a few years ago. It was
That'd
supposed to
have
be
been
one
cool.
of their last tours.
Wow.
It was not their last.
You know how
tour.
that goes.
I went to see Alice Cooper, but I was like, cool, I get to see Crew.
I've heard Alice
Yeah.
puts on a great show.
Oh.
Still, is in his
One
70s.
of my
and
favorites.
He's amazing.
Love him.
So I saw Def Leppard. They went on before Kiss. It was really Kiss with Def Leppard and somebody else. But I was, I know who it is. It'll come to me later. 2 hours from now,
You'd be like, oh yeah.
it's gonna pop right up.
Yeah.
I'll post it on the page.
But I was blown away by Def Leppard. I was like, holy fucking shit.
They're still really tight
yeah.
for being as old as they are, and
I
Yeah.
saw them a few years ago, but I went to see Heart. Heart opened up for him. But I think the reason why I'm still so butthurt over it, Heart played a half hour.
that's
Oh,
way too
shit.
short.
Def Leppard played 2.5.
No, that's
I'm
too
like, you
long.
can't do that.
Balance it out
Yeah.
a bit.
Yeah. It was awful.
I must say, I know a guitar player for Def Leppard, Phil Collin. He's got to be in his 60s. Plays with his shirt off, and it looks as good as like a 22-year-old with his shirt
Yeah.
off. He's ripped.
Right on.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Jordan Moncrief said, Kiss is ICP for boomers. And I want everybody to know that
That's funny.
what Luna Music on college,
Mhm.
they had a thing on their Facebook, like the first person to come in and say tell us what the third Kiss album was or something like that. Can win tickets to the show tonight. And I worked like half a mile down the road. I was like, fucking flew down there. I
Nice.
am not a Kiss fan. It was I just not, like
Yeah.
this is how little of a Kiss. My favorite Kiss song is the I was made for loving you, baby. Yeah,
Got it.
disco Kiss. So yeah, not much of a Kiss fan myself.
Was
Oh.
that with or without the makeup?
Oh, I don't fucking know. No clue.
William
I just
Sipple likes Love
I-
Gun. That is a good track. Mike Menke said he had no idea I played trombone. Well, actually, one of the GBR songs I played, we did a ska remix of one of our songs, the Punk Rock Fuel song, and I play trombone on that one. You can hear it's online.
Oh man,
Check it.
Jordan Moncrief. Fucking hold on, I'll put it up there one more time.
Oh, Jordan.
Yeah, just can't let it go. That's all right. I had actually had a conversation with Dennis about the fact that people still call us fiber. I'm like, you know what, dude? Embrace it. And this was like 3 months ago. It was like before we played our last PRN. And
The award show.
yeah, and we ended up winning an award for best
Best
band
name change because
Hell yeah.
well, you know, we were nominated. I think we nominated every band who's changed their name in the last couple of years. And I think what you guys the votes was your name improved so much and people like you so much. But there was some stiff competition because Duck Village Elder, you had ASD in there, set the bar, some stiff competition. But
the best part about being called fiber is when the people, like the hosts of shows, would get the name wrong and they'd be like, up next, Fibber.
Fibber.
Like, you fibbing,
Fibra.
bro. It's fiber. You fibbing. But yeah.
beer.
Fiber. Oh, hey, can I get one of them? Oh, yeah.
At our commercial break, absolutely.
Commercial break. We're going to take a 30-second break for our
Our
sponsor.
commercial for our sponsor, Pax Runum,
That's
Pretty
right.
can.
down the street from here. Yeah,
I like the can.
this is the Velvety Kush. Good name,
Yeah,
good beer.
sounds like a good
If it
name.
were a PRN show, I'd have to mention our sponsor, Triton Brewing Company, but this isn't a PRN show.
Right on.
And this is down the street.
Our
from right where we're at.
our sponsors consist of Punk Rock Night, because every Saturday at the Million is Punk Rock Night, and Construction Company. If you need your shit where it's on, hit up Polly. So yeah, these are our sponsors.
I did
So,
Polly's logo and website too, so keep the love in the family, people.
hell yeah. So digressing way back, Sage, what inspired you to be a musician, and or also who are your inspirations musically?
I mean, obviously, like I said, my family was a big influence on me growing up. Actually, the reason that I went to that Motley Crue concert, Tommy Lee was a big influence on my drumming growing up, along with Alex Van Halen. Actually, is a big influence as far as drums go. And
He is a monster.
he's
Yeah.
a monster.
That's what she said.
Um,
I had to do it, bro. I had a joke before that,
Where's
and I
the
let that one
button?
go.
You need the button
The
for
wah,
that.
wah, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna, because you said Tommy Lee was a big inspiration on you, and I was like, sounds like every woman he's ever slept with.
I got the sound effect since the soundboard went out.
Yeah,
So keep going if you got more.
yeah. Sorry, man.
I mean, and a lot of people make fun of me for it, but because I actually did like classical training on vocals when I was younger. And
Why would somebody make fun of you for that's bullshit?
no,
That's highly respectable.
Everybody makes fun of me because my biggest vocal influence is Scott Stapp.
Oh, from Creed?
Yeah,
Fuck him.
and I don't know.
I think he's saying not fuck them, but not fuck Scott Stapp, but fuck
Yeah,
the haters.
yeah.
Fuck the haters, right?
Exactly, because
I've just always
whatever inspires you to do something great or
I've just always
use your talents.
I've
go with it.
I've always been attracted to the more warm, like raspy style, like Scott Stapp, Eddie Vedder, you know, more of the stoner rock era type vocals.
I feel you.
Sure.
And then I mean that's my main two instruments that I play regularly.
So you're definitely doing backup vocals in Misunderstood, right?
Oh, of course.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I love a drummer that does backup vocals.
Me too.
Or lead.
we had that
Come on. That's awesome.
we had that discussion on the way over
Yeah, we
here,
did.
actually.
I was like, I'm so glad you do backups.
I'm going to level with Misunderstood right now. I love the band, but I love you better when you have a bassist. I know it's
Yes.
hard to keep a bassist.
We
You've
are
been through
actually-
so many.
trying.
We're
We're
but
trying.
Hopefully you'll get there. and
our old
do keep
bass
trying.
player is this close.
Okay.
We're-
Good.
Another
So-
female.
Yeah. It'll be the old Misunderstood from 10
10
years
years
ago.
Wow.
2012.
I was glad to keep it going and
She's just trying to be an adult right now. I was like, I don't know if I have the time.
Yeah.
Like
But which one's that?
Lauren.
I remember Lauren.
Yep.
Come
on, Lauren.
She was in another band for a bit too. I remember.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, hopefully that works out.
We miss being two lesbians and a Tony.
Yes. Two lesbians. and a
Two
Tony.
lesbians in it.
We're gonna get T-shirts, and mine's
That-
gonna say lesbian number 1. Lauren's is gonna say lesbian number 2, and then his is just gonna say Tony.
Nice.
Tony.
Yeah.
I like it. That's a good album title too. Wasn't the Liquors was their album title was Six Tits and a Dick.
Was
Yep.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was.
Doing math.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
three.
okay.
That's three.
3 girls and a guy.
Uh,
I miss the Liquors. They were great.
Oh, I miss.
They were
Counterpoint.
so
amazing.
good.
we had Sid on last week from Kinsey 6, and she kept saying like 3 queers and a drummer.
Yeah.
I was like, right on. Right
That
on.
works too.
Yeah.
That's a slogan. They have some good things going on. You know, they're rocking and they got a nice vibe, a good feel, nice art,
Hell
nice
yeah.
merch.
hmm
Keep
For
going,
sure.
Kinsey. Keep it up.
I was telling them last week I really appreciated their cover of Bodies. They
Mhm.
did a really good job. It's
That
awesome.
was cool. And to close the set with that, the Radkey show.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Killer. So
The hits kept coming that night.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've said too much.
Yeah. Anyways, inside jokes, I guess. Wow.
We're supposed to be doing Simpsons references. I'm sorry for the other BS.
So it's pronounced bullshit. So all right, Lynsey, historically, actually, you know what, Rich, what about you, man? Like what inspired you to play, and who are your biggest inspirations?
Oh shit. What got me into playing rock? Or
Music, general.
I guess I'd have to look at who I was into when I started playing bass, and really Guns N' Roses was huge at the time, and I learned to play bass by playing along to Appetite for Destruction, one of the best rock albums ever made. Of course, I was in a Guns N' Roses tribute band years later, which I really loved doing that. Just the whole Guns N' Roses explosion. I mean, because I went to the same high school as Axl and Izzy, so it hit my high school first, and it got really nuts, and everyone was into it in Lafayette. And then I started my garage bands, and started playing with friends I was in marching band with, and then other people, and just grew from there. You know, my first band, Total Corrosion, and there's Phantom Axe, Chromium Oxide, you know, High Bias. We got our names off of cassette tapes. You look at an old cassette tape, it says High Bias, Chromium Oxide. That's where we got our band names. But yeah, those are some of my early bands, and that's what really Guns N' Roses, that whole scene, LA Guns, the whole LA scene was really on fire when I was starting to play around 88. Really got me into it, sucked me into it. Of course, I started liking the rock and roll, then metal. Then of course I got into punk rock and industrial, or pretty much in college. Really, when you find yourself, you reinvent yourself, and punk rock's been with me ever since. You know, I listened to some Ramones and stuff in the high school, but really hit me in college. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
So as long as you guys have been playing, you've got to have a favorite show, right?
Yeah.
Favorite show that they've played, right?
The what?
Favorite show that they've played.
Yes.
Like
There's been a few. One time we got to open up for Barbara Dolls at Punk Rock Night. That was pretty
Yeah.
Hell
badass.
yeah.
When I was 18, I got to open up for the Dolly Rots.
Some great band.
Yeah.
You're naming some of our favorites too.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And then probably one of the most more played New Orleans they was like, oh, you're playing a skate park. I'm like, fuck yeah. And it turned out to be by the railroad tracks, not really a skate park. And during one of our slowest songs, they burned an American flag.
Oh shit.
Wow.
And I was like, and they didn't have a mic stand. They had this clip-on thing that they clipped onto the hi-hat. So I had to face my drummer the whole time.
Wow.
It was the most awkward but cool experience of my life.
You bass your drummer.
Yeah. So I had to sing to my own drummer the whole time.
Well, plus
I
your
was-
mic on the stand, there might be
Yes.
some loud drum
Yeah,
repercussions
it was
right there.
bad.
Yeah.
Percussion.
Because we played with
repercussions.
nothing but metal bands, and
Excuse him.
for some reason they were like, "Oh, we don't need a mic stand."
Fuck it.
Because the other
Yeah,
bands
the
had
vocals
had
are
their
yeah.
own
Every
singer.
single other band had just the lead singer, and they were like, "Oh, you play guitar?"
What's a mic stand?
What's a mic stand?
Mhm. It was weird.
Didn't any of the other members of the band need a mic for background vocals?
I guess not, because all
they
they
weren't
did was
prepared.
like
So
they did like the pig squeals and stuff,
Oh yeah.
like the metal. Like
okay.
it was
Never-
interesting.
And
never
we're
heard that
singing.
referred to as a pig
We were the
squeal.
only punk band, so
Oh, shit.
it was weird. And I just
That's-
remember
that's
like
Close. I almost said
everybody,
Jinx Coke on you.
everybody smelled horribly bad. Like I just
Yeah.
wanted to pass out deodorant.
Dang.
Like-
I've seen some of those metal fests where they throw in a punk band, which is kind of cool, mixes it up a bit.
Yeah, we got put on because our friends, they were called Fetus Omelet. Really nice guys. Really horrible
Interesting name.
band name.
Yeah.
From Dayton.
I hope they put some cheese on there.
Well, they literally didn't have a drummer, so we showed up to Tampa. Well, they showed up to Tampa. We drove down, so we played like most of the tour, and then we get to Tampa to play with them, and they didn't have a drummer, so they were just asking people in the audience,
What?
and they pulled it off. But then when we got to New Orleans with them, they did it again, and then I don't know. It was an experience.
Wild.
But I got to play New Orleans, so that was the fucking coolest
Very
shit
cool.
ever.
I love New Orleans.
It's pronounced New Orleans.
Nolans.
There you go.
No,
New Orleans.
Get some chicory and a beignet.
Every time I think of New Orleans, I always think of that South Park episode where they're making fun of BP,
Yeah.
and they got the guy like, "Man, my mom's you know some shrimp and my yeah, like you can't understand the fucking word he's saying. Like it's just gibberish."
Some of those Creoles, yeah. They got
Sage, you got a favorite show you've ever played? I said it right this time. There you go. There you go. Mike just left Tampa, by the way. Mike Mankey, everybody. He will own the comment section tonight. He will be on the show here in a couple of weeks. I'll give you a second to think about it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike Mankey.
That's
It's a head scratcher for real.
I mean, as far as with misunderstood, I'd probably have to say
It does not have to be misunderstood. It could be
Yeah, well,
any
then-
show you played. Yeah, in Gen.
Throw it out there.
But
Come
you
on,
can
Sage.
also say your favorite misunderstood show too.
I mean, I'm going to start with a favorite misunderstood show because I've been in so many different things that probably the Black Market Party Festival that we did here.
That just happened. What?
Yeah, a couple months
weeks-
ago.
A couple months ago.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
It was like our third show back with me and her playing together, and it was just the energy was right. I got to play
We
it.
played somebody's deck
Yeah, it was literally we played
Wow.
on the back deck of somebody's house out in the middle of
while everybody
nowhere.
was camping out.
Acoustics
Yeah.
might have been pretty cool with that.
Oh, it was, and it was a raised deck, like it was 5 feet off the
Nice.
ground.
Oh, it was
That's
pretty
It
dope.
was crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they took one of the railings off of it, and it had they had pro power. They had like a big 220 outlet coming out of the house
That's good.
to a distro and everything. It was set up right. Like
Lights.
Dang,
Yeah.
'cause I
Lights.
played some outdoor shows. It's like, yeah, we got an extension
Yeah.
cord. It's like you can't run a whole PA and 5
Yeah.
instruments off an extension
Yeah.
cord.
Yeah, and
One.
it was
No.
like everybody loved it. Like everybody rushed the stage and was right there. Me and her had a fun, and I got to play a really nice drum set.
That was really nice.
Cool.
That's always a plus.
Sounds awesome.
After so many years of playing like Tiger, aka Fiber, whatever, we literally trained ourselves to like always have like extra mic stands, extra mic cords, extra mics. For a while there, we started carrying a PA because it's like you
Yeah.
just don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
You just don't
Yeah.
know sometimes. You just agree to play a show in whatever fucking town in the middle of BFE, fucking Indiana or where Ohio, and you're just like,
Yeah.
because we all three sing, and not every band has like 3 mics.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, it's good to carry some backup stuff. Even if you're touring or something, you have room, bring your own monitors just in case. I mean, shit, you never know.
never
Some of
know.
the places you play.
I'm getting ready to get a set of in-ears.
Noise.
Hell yeah.
I'm tired of messing with it.
Those are very portable.
Yeah,
Little case.
Yeah. That's one of the biggest struggles that we always have when we go out is monitors. I'm done with it. I'm gonna get me a set of in-ears so I make sure I can hear.
Smart call.
Oh, there's the first stink bug of the night. I think he's on you. I think he landed. He's either on you or right behind you.
On Sage?
Yeah. Oh God.
They're harmless. Just don't smash it.
It's Halloween season too. It's like
Just
perfect.
Flip it away.
Happy Halloween,
Woo.
motherfuckers!
I
This
don't
is the
see-
I
the
don't
Halloween
think I don't think it's on me.
right
but
off.
Now I'm freaking out.
It's all right. He's stinky. It's all good.
Yeah.
Just
You-
let him chill.
Yeah, like there. I did not know this until like a few years ago, but I guess if you kill them, you know the smell they produce. Oh,
Mhm.
thank you, Rich.
You're gonna dig these.
It actually attracts other stink bugs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the smell
Oh,
actually causes
great.
more stink bugs come out. So if they're in here and you see it, I'll grab the. I'll just throw them outside.
They're like, motherfucker, you just
Yeah.
killed our friend.
we
Yeah.
like right like south of us, this where we are right now. It's like Lapel, right? All 800 residents. And then directly behind us is cornfields for about 7 fucking miles. So this like there's about a month where it's like I walk on my back porch and there'll be millions of them.
Oh.
So they somehow get in here and then they just fucking cling to life. I don't know what they're eating. Probably dust.
Keep an eye out. They're
leftover
everywhere.
leftover cocaine from 2020. I'm just kidding. Hey, I would never do cocaine.
Ooh, that flew
Gotta
straight
get-
out.
Had to get through 2020 somehow, man.
This isn't rum. This is lapel. Oh, that's a
Mm.
bad joke. I guess keep running with it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh yeah, I gotta crack that bitch. Then hey, anybody want a shot of today's show? We'll go full camera. Full camera. Today's show is brought to you by Tenai Sour Mash,
Never heard of
America's
it.
native spirit.
Not familiar.
Oh,
Hangover while you're drinking, pretty much. Anybody
I'll
want a
take
shot
one.
right off? It doesn't really give you a hangover while you're drinking, but it could.
Good. If you're lucky.
A bunch of great peeps right here. Oh, thanks, Brandon. That was cool. Thanks, buddy. Big heart.
Excuse him.
Whew.
Mike May said 2020 Coke. It's like 10% fentanyl, 30% bad life choices,
Like new Coke.
120%. What's that joke? Why is my dick in this electric socket? And what just happened?
I switched to everybody.
Stop. I know you're the guest host, but God darn it.
I'm guest producer too.
Guest producing. Nice. Hell yeah. I'm glad. You know what? I usually use Safari. Like I'll use for the actual show. I'll use why am I talking about like multi-billionaire? Fuck them. I switched browsers. All right. And it's been great. It's been great ever since.
There you have it.
But now I can actually have like so Paulie for sure will be back next week. We're starting at 7 p.m. instead of 8 p.m. That way we're done about 10ish. He's got an hour drive from here. I've got karaoke to sing. So it's a thing. I want it to be a real thing. Actually, I want to do a whole podcast where just karaoke and like
Or just
everybody's the guest.
Sing your responses.
Yeah.
Everything has to be in lyrical form.
Amen.
Who was your favorite band growing up? I don't know.
We could do some acapella later. We gotta wait till like the second hour. And then we'll get into some
Gets a little
acapella.
loopy second hour, which we're approaching right now.
Are we really?
No.
Does it? Okay, I was
It's
gonna
only
say,
been,
I don't even know
it's
what
only
time
been
it is.
34 minutes.
Yeah,
Seems like it's been an hour.
that's you know what's funny? It usually seems like it goes faster though. I guess it really depends on how much you drink
True.
and the anticipation.
Yeah.
Time moves slower
Of
here
the
in
next
Newport,
question.
Indiana.
It's because of the stink bugs.
Must be.
They're not as entertaining as they were last week, but
Next hour, the stink bug hour. Join us.
they were like
Stay
landing on
tuned.
people last week. It's pretty for real. It's pretty for real.
For Rizio.
For Rizzle.
Stink bug
For
style.
Rizzle. So Rich, you got a favorite show you ever played?
Probably have a different favorite show for every band I've been in.
Well, let's go with one. One show to rule them all.
Probably Gay Black Republican when we were on tour with TSOL and Dead Kennedys. We played a sold out show at Smalls in Detroit.
I get to point out the special.
It was the smallest club we played on that tour, but being sold out and being crazy, and people were as into us as they were with TSOL and Dead Kennedys, and people wanting ours. Can you sign our set lists? We want to keep them. Like, well, we need them for our next few shows. But that was pretty cool. It felt like we were part of the family of these touring bands that were legends and inspired us so much. And a lot of my Detroit friends, you know, I book a lot of Detroit bands. I'm friends with a lot of Detroit bands. They all came out to see us and hang out. It was
fucking dope.
My best friend who lives in Ypsilanti, Michigan, it's a half hour or so from Detroit, came on in. We crashed at his house. It was great. So that's probably one of my all-time favorite shows to play.
Hell yeah. And it's also, that show is the only that it happened to be the only time that you missed a punk rock night.
And I haven't missed a punk rock night in maybe, that's probably the first one I missed in the last 8 years.
Oh, that's right. Because there's been times where you went on vacation.
There's been a couple. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's what it was. I've missed
very few since I started working for
I missed quite it. But right on.
Yeah, I did have to miss that one since I was on tour. So
yeah. I just remember.
Luckily, we got a great staff up here in. If someone's out, if someone else pops in and show goes
and we've
on.
got great family that can help out while some of us are out. Like
show still
throw out
goes
to
on.
Jesse Riot.
Woo woo.
My
Taking
motherfucker.
pictures.
She's got the talent. She's got that natural eye. She's really good at it. So cheers, Jesse. Thanks for backing me up when I can't be up in the and Brenner and Kristen.
Everyone.
And Rich. I mean, obviously.
And Whisper.
Come on.
Whisper's been back helping out too. So
hell yeah.
Thanks. Of course, Mariah's back doing our event posts, and of course, Sonia doesn't come out a lot, does our event pages. So the whole family,
Hell yeah. So, anybody want to take a shot at what my next question is going to be?
How do you like your bacon, floppy or crispy?
Floppy.
Floppy.
Most people like crispy.
You put that shit in the oven.
I have to make that every morning at work.
It's got to go on the oven, not in the oven.
No, what is your next question?
Oh yeah. All right. So if you watch the show, like you already know, or maybe you don't. Maybe it's too random. So Lynsey, we will start with you. What's the worst show you ever played?
Worst show.
Wow.
I don't even know.
That can be tough.
One time I almost fought one of my bass players.
You what?
Yeah, he got like super drunk.
Shit.
And like I literally left him on the
story.
side of the road coming home.
Excuse me.
Yeah. He was being such a dick.
That's rough.
And I was like, you can call your mom. 'Cause I'm dead."
How far were you from home?
He was 3 hours.
That's a
Wow.
3-hour drive or 3-hour walk.
Probably like a 9-hour walk. Like I'm not proud of leaving him on the side of the road, but he got a wake up call.
Shit.
Yeah,
Sometimes that's what they need.
We were
needed
driving home
that
from
help.
Milwaukee,
He did.
and he needed help. He needed rehab, to be honest with you. And he was belligerent. And there was always a rule that if I get sleepy, obviously someone has to take over. I'm not going to crash the car just so you can still be belligerent. And I asked him to drive, and he wouldn't. So I was like, just get out of my car. Like, I'm over the shit.
Wow.
Like, he almost got arrested and all kinds of stuff that whole tour. So
Yeah.
not proud of leaving him on the side of the road. I mean, it's funny now, but like, yeah, you got a wake up call. But he was like arguing with me on the stage and shit, like in front of everybody.
Oh
Damn.
no! I get mad when someone gives me an evil eye,
Yeah.
let alone like says words.
Yeah, we played
Shit, I'm
Harvard,
like,
Illinois.
don't you look at me that way.
Yeah, we played Harvard, Illinois, and he was just arguing with me the whole time. I'm like, dude, we got like 20
sucks.
minutes more of this set before I kick your ass. Like, not even joking. Like, it was bad. But yeah, that was the worst one.
Right on. Quick segue. We'll be right back to that question for Sage. My boy
Good,
Aaron
'cause I need to
Massey
think about
is watching right now,
Mhm.
and I want to give a shout out to Aaron Massey. Aaron Massey, I love you, buddy. It's been a long time since we got to hang out. He came to PRN like 3 months ago, but I talk a lot about my favorite writer and one of my favorite bands, Against Me.
Oh, hell yeah.
And he is the
That's my-
motherfucker
Yep.
that showed me Against Me back in 2003. And shout out Aaron Massey. I'm glad you're checking out the show. Love you, buddy. Can't wait to hang out again. Fuck
Against
yeah.
Me.
Aaron Massey also likes floppy bacon.
That's right. That's right.
Hell yeah, we
I
got
like
a floppy
crispy.
bacon.
Yeah.
We
Mike's
should
just-
start like asking people.
Now, man,
Yeah.
Just comment
Start-
floppy or crispy.
a live what do you call
Poll.
it? A live poll?
Yeah,
like,
floppy or crispy.
yeah. I mean,
Chime in. We wanna hear from
It's
you.
coming in. Mike Maggie
It's
says
a
floppy
very
bacon
important,
sucks.
very important conversation. Just in case.
I
it-
prefer crispy, but floppy. I don't know. I heard this one. So I heard this one.
I like.
I
my
don't know if it's a
bacon
joke or something.
thick
Someone's like,
and
"I want 5
hard."
pieces of bacon, 4 crispy, and two floppy." It was just kind of funny. I guess that would be 6 pieces, but still.
I feel like though, if you're eating crispy,
Alana likes floppy. I don't
it's
know.
like if you eat.
Are you talking
crispy,
about
though-
bacon or something else? I don't know. Sorry.
Another one.
Had to go there. Go ahead, Lindsay.
Floppy,
I feel
fuck
like,
the
I
world.
feel like when you're eating crispy bacon, though,
Ryan
you're really not
Bishop.
eating that much. Like you're getting like gypped
I mean,
because it's already like burnt off.
See, here's the thing. I feel like there's
gotta
a
be
fine
right.
line between crispy bacon and charcoal.
Yeah, if it's over crispy
Yeah.
and you take a bite and it powders,
And it like
fuck it.
crumbles.
Yeah.
I don't mind it being a little floppy. Like I like the good bacon barbecue cheeseburger.
Mm.
Yeah.
You want a little
You want
floppy
some
on that because
floppy
it's a little
on
more
some bacon
flavor.
Yeah.
cheeseburger.
Floppy is it's like a landslide.
I prefer
floppy
crispy
or bust.
for
I mean, look
breakfast.
at all this. Hey, Aaron Messi,
Floppy vegan
your
for
bud.
Sipple.
stay floppy.
Everybody,
all-
everybody
I've had
needs
some
to chime
decent. I've had some decent non-meat bacon, and they're doing some good work out there.
Whatever.
Those chemists splicing together plants to make it taste like bacon.
Now
Do your job.
we're gonna digress again. So Sage, the worst show you ever played. And you know, I should have said this before you answered, but it doesn't have to be like, oh, my worst show I ever played. No, the worst show you've ever played, meaning like you played the show. And for example, one of my worst experiences was a show in Kokomo. And on the way back, somebody hit a deer in front of the vehicle in front of us. And the deer went under their car, not over. And all of its guts and blood all over the front window.
Oh my god!
and
That would suck.
and like everybody in the car is like something I mean, we were all like, ah, like holy shit. But yeah, like it
Damn.
doesn't necessarily like because we all have our bad shows. It's more
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
experience.
There's
There's something about
there's shows you perform poorly at. There's shows you might not have a good time at. Then there's the whole experience.
Yeah.
There's a
You're
whole
like,
different
fuck.
conversations.
reminder to all you rookie musicians out there: if you play a bad show, you're the only one that fucking knows.
Yep.
Right. Right.
Seriously, it-
Get over it.
Yeah.
big things. Seriously, all musicians. If you're playing and you're screwing up a lot, don't tell the audience that. They probably don't even know.
I hope
Yeah.
Rob Zombie's
They might
watching.
be enjoying it a lot, and then they're like, "Oh, they were
You
screwing
listening,
up. I was
Rob?
enjoying it." You're going to ruin it for them. If you screw up, just roll on,
Keep going.
keep your
Keep
stiff
going.
lip up, and
I just always start
Keep
the song
rocking.
over, or I'm like, oh, let's
sometimes
do
do
it again.
that. Hey,
Or just keep
start over.
playing the same thing until I actually
Or
don't
until you
fuck
get
up.
back in time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now the floppy bacon comments continue.
Half the time I can't hear you.
You're
anyways.
looking at them. We're getting there. Mike Menke actually coined the term floppy baconists.
Fear
I can't believe I
farmland,
live in a state full of
Indiana.
I think we need
floppy
bacon.
t-shirts.
Okay, fear farmland, Indiana. I would like to know more on that because I'm from Winchester, which is like right around the
Brandon,
corner.
you're gonna have to elaborate there, buddy.
Yeah, I need to. I'm curious.
Well, Alana says she likes her bacon floppy and the sausage hard.
Wah, wah,
Ooh.
wah.
That's some innuendo there.
Wah,
We'll have to ask Ryan, who's also tuning in.
Oh man.
You could-
one come to?
Um,
I like my sausage cooked because if it's pork, you can't have any of it raw, or you're gonna get sick. I don't want it overdone. I don't want it hard.
Oh,
You want it to be
man.
still juicy when you bite into it, but no hard parts. You ever do that? You bite into sausage, and there's a hard part. Is that a bone? I don't know. They grind the shit up.
I love you,
Have we-
Rich. You need to be.
Have
You
we
need to
officially
be a special
derailed?
co-host.
I'm not a big fan of sausage.
Co-host. You got to be on here more, man. You're fucking excellent. I love it.
Oh, well, we're having fun.
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
miss Polly though.
We've
Polly's
got.
awesome.
We're like, oh fuck yeah, dude. Well, he's technically not a co-host. He is host. Like it's Paulie and I's show.
yeah.
So,
That's
but-
true.
And he will be back next week. I'm sure a lot of people saw his video he made today.
Yes.
It was
Yeah.
like right up in there. with
Right
that
up in
beautiful
there.
mug.
You
Yeah.
could probably count it- how many nose hairs he
He's
has.
all up in there like
So-
a jalapeno.
His beautiful face.
Nice.
the best part about podcasts is like it's hard. See, that's the thing is like I don't like to ask too many questions because you get into conversations, right? And you break out, and that's what it's all about. It's about having fun, right?
Yeah,
Well, this is what happens is Sage is like, well, it's been 7 minutes.
and we're still talking about floppy bacon.
Floppy fucking bacon.
I think we hit something. This might be a
I was gonna say,
Sage,
this
might be
Sage
something
has
you
been
talk
able
about.
to go through his entire like.
He's gonna just dream
No,
about
see, 'cause
bacon.
this is ingenious because it gives me time to think.
Shep every week now. You have to pull the
Still-
question.
See, I'm still thinking about bacon.
I think I do. I think I got it.
Oh, fuck
What, the bacon or your answer?
I mean, I wish I had the bacon, but that's and you.
Where's the beef? Sorry,
It's pork.
pork?
it doesn't matter.
Man.
Where's the pork?
Or turkey. I mean, you can get turkey bacon.
See,
too.
that's my dream.
Oh,
right there.
turkey shouldn't try and be bacon. Turkey, I like you for who you are. Do not try and be bacon.
He's got the golden mic over there.
I shouldn't have got so hot on the mic. Go ahead, Sage. Don't mean to derail.
No,
you.
you're cool.
Now he's all distracted.
Yeah, you guys got me.
What was the question
We
again?
got
I
them
kind
all
of forget
baconed
now.
up on
Worst-
sausage.
the worst
Worst
show you've
show.
Worst
ever
show.
played.
And it wasn't with Misunderstood, right?
No, it
Okay.
wasn't. But you know who it
Those
was.
shows are
with.
coming.
There's
We-
probably tour next month.
Yeah, we've
Just
we've-
hopefully not Battle Creek, Michigan.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for that show. Like, okay, but anyways, you
Sorry.
because you know the band because this is the band that I was in when we met.
Oh yeah.
I was in a cover band, for a long time, and the lead singer and the bassist were married.
Wah, wah, wah. It's not always a good thing.
Hot.
I've done that before.
Not
Not the married part, but
because they would get absolutely like shit-faced, belligerent drunk before we even set up the show.
Dodge.
And then, like, by the time we started playing, they would be so completely out of it that they wouldn't even realize that they were there trying to play a show. And they would like get into fist fights with each other and shit
on the stage.
Holy shit.
basically on stage and shit.
Crikey.
And
Wild.
Domestic.
yeah, this one time we were playing at an American Legion, which is it's a cover band. It's a pretty normal thing. We played a lot of different lodges.
Should be dislodged.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Continue.
But then we was getting ready. We had I had set everything all up, PA, because we had to bring PA, drums, amps, everything. Me and the guitarist set everything up, and the other two were at the bar. And the next thing I know is I see the bassist rear back and knock out the lead guitarist standing at the bar. And nonetheless, we didn't end up playing that show.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Probably didn't get paid either.
No. It wasn't a good night.
Schnikes.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Wow.
Shep, do you have a least
Yeah.
favorite show you've ever played?
I mean, I mentioned
Kokomo.
yeah, I mentioned
yeah,
the
that's right.
Kokomo.
The deer.
Apparently
Bambi.
don't go to Kokomo.
I like Kokomo.
That's an inside reference.
It is an
fun.
inside reference.
We got a new song.
Look
called
for
Don't Go
that
to
soon.
Kokomo.
Look for that soon.
Mhm.
We just played
Oh.
Kokomo.
A couple months ago.
I've only played there once. Coconuts with the metal band I was in at the time.
We play what was that record place called? American Hi-Fi?
Yeah, high-fi.
Hi-Fi.
Not
Is it
Hi-Fi in Fountain Square.
No,
American Hi-Fi, Kokomo.
Yeah, it was a record store.
American
Oh.
Hi-Fi. Yeah. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
miss
yeah.
you.
Worst show. Well, played a show in Evansville. I think it was at like one of those American Legion, but it was a big one, and like massive one.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Basically, this rap group was supposed to go on after us, and they were trying to talk the promoter into playing before us. But we had shit to do, so we're like, nah, bro, no, like we're playing this fucking show. We're playing first, whatever. And so we're setting up our equipment. And while we're setting up our equipment, guess who comes on stage? The fucking rap group. And they start They start doing their shit.
What?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And we get into this big ass argument, and yeah, they basically were trying to throw down, and this was with the Pigtail Crook, so this is like 09. Yeah.
Wow.
we don't fuck around.
Yeah.
So we were standing our ground, and so long story short, we were just like, because the promoter was like, just let him play. After he said like, no, you're supposed to go on. No, then he backed off because peer pressure or whatever, and we're like, fuck it. So we didn't play and we didn't get paid. We ended up driving all the way back from fucking Evansville, which is basically like fucking stayed away,
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty rough.
I played Evansville once.
We drove
directly
directly back from Evansville. Guess where we went?
Taco Bell.
It was a Saturday.
Here in.
We went to punk rock night. That's right. Hung out, drank beers, complained a lot. Anyways, yeah. What about you, Rich? You got a least favorite?
It's hard to compile a least favorite. I remember one that was like, okay, this was messed up. I was in a band. It was 3 bass players, no guitar, all bass band, Wankin' Basterio. This was early 90s. Someone invited us to play a country bar. Not a good idea because we were like extreme, loud, sludgy, grungy, obnoxious. So we get up there, we play a couple songs, and we did have a song on the alternative radio at the time. So we're getting ready to play our next song. It's like, hey, you may have heard this next song on the radio. And this dude walks up and is like, no, you guys are done. So after like 3 or 4 songs, we were out of there. It's like, all right. And then on our way out, it's kind of funny. There's guys playing pool. One dude's like, you guys are jamming. Another guy's like, hey, you guys should play Bentleys. Because that was like the metal club back then. We were nowhere near metal, but if you like country, you hear something loud, fast, obnoxious.
Sometimes they just don't know the difference.
Exactly. This is before grunge was. It was kind of around the time where grunge was becoming grunge, and our kind of sound was just in there somewhere.
Dude, yeah, I bought Puddle of Mud's first album. Yeah, that's what you mean. The beginning of grunge.
No, Mudhoney's first album. That's the beginning of grunge. But yeah,
Bad Jokes.
True.
Be here all
you gotta
day.
have them. That
Go for it.
That was kind of a show we had to laugh at. I don't know if it was the worst show I ever played because there was a show that went so bad we had to fire our singer the next day. And
Oh shit.
well, it was because he was having some problems, and I think firing him helped save his life.
That's a good thing though.
Yeah. So there's a lot of emotional attachment to stuff like that, and other things. There's ones where you play bad.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
band times where you play great, but your band members play bad.
It's
I've
just
been
an
in the
off
biz
night.
so long. You have that. Yeah, you click. Sometimes you don't. Try and make the best of it.
Look at
That's advice. Make the best of it.
Mhm.
Look at this.
Still have a good time.
Look at this comment. Holy shit. Brandon Maiden. I take back the farmland comment. Played a police station in Lynn, Indiana. Okay, first, I'm not going to read the rest of that. What? You
Lynn,
played at
Indiana
a
sucks anyways.
That's like,
I played Lynn,
holy
Indiana.
shit. Okay, with a
Especially
no
all
fuck
age show.
policy, they cut our vocals after the first song, and we played the whole set with no vocals. Although that may be my favorite show now that I think about it.
Wow,
Nice, Brandon. Holy
It's a
shit.
nice story to tell.
that is a
Fuck
good
yeah.
story.
Lynn, Indiana is
When
weird.
are you
though.
going to have Brandon on this show? You can actually say this stuff here.
Let's get
Seriously.
what happened.
There he is.
Sage,
He
say
pays
something. Sage, where'd you go, Sage?
Yeah.
Oh,
Disappeared.
Sage, come back.
It's Casper.
He's gone.
So like one of my favorite shows that I've ever played should be considered one of my worst shows. But so basically, I'm
It
going to start
happens.
with the end of the story. So we end up playing this set. This is quote unquote. Well, let's just call it Tight Like a Tiger. So that's what we go by. And
Fiber.
right.
Excuse me.
So we played the show at Lizards. It was booked as Zombie Bullets. Who else is on the bill? Son of a Bitch, Fiber, obviously. Bizarre Noir, and oh shit, what was the other band?
Thanks. You're the best.
It was
I know.
the owner of the bar, Will Wardrobe Project. So Will Wardrobe Project was the main.
He was in Zombie Bullets too.
Right. I'm just having a moment. Give me
All
a
right, go
break.
ahead. Good.
So it was booked as Will Wardrobe Project. It was Liz's birthday, so they were the headline, and then Zombie Bullets, and then Bizarre Noir and Fiber. And Fiber was scheduled to open the show, right?
Mhm.
So here's the thing. Okay, so we get to the show, and it turns out that some members of Bizarre Noir had to leave early, so they asked to play first. So they ended up playing first, and instead of going second, they put Fiber on last.
Oh shit!
And at this time, this is like back in the day.
And you said at Lizards?
Yeah, at Lizards, and we'll
I
get
like
there.
that place, but it had ifs
I-
and buts. Yeah.
My best memories there are doing their open mics with Jay. Jay had open mics every Tuesday, and it was awesome. That's actually how I met Chris Huntley and a few other people. But I digress.
Sorry, not to.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So they put us on last. So we ended up playing last, and we ended up playing for like an hour plus.
Oh, shit.
And we played like we ate cheeseburgers on stage. we played.
I've never had that happen before.
Oh, which song was it? We played one song for like 20 minutes. We just
So was
played
you
it.
like eating actual cheeseburger? Like
Fuck yeah.
Just
Fuck yeah.
getting into
Eating
it?
straight up cheeseburgers we bought from the bar.
Fuck
Straight
yeah.
up.
They had
And
good food there.
it was
though.
Bar food
amazing.
is always the best.
I've never had that much fun playing a set. Now I'm gonna rewind, right? So here's the thing, right? So Bizarre goes on, Zombie Bullets goes on. They play like 30 to 40 minutes each, and then it's Liz's birthday, so they play like hour and a half plus.
Oh shit!
Fucking Will Woodrow Project, and they're amazing. Like Will's probably, if not the best, but one of the best plays, other than Richard. One of the best bass players in this town, hands down. But so here's the kicker. It's a sold out show. If you haven't been to Lizards, it's 250, maybe even 300. That motherfucker can fill.
Yeah.
And it was filled. Like we literally had to park like half a block down.
Wow.
We drop off our equipment and then had to drive the car down and walk back. It was that packed.
Oh, shit.
And if you remember this spot, like the whole back, everything was filled.
The
like,
whole back part.
The whole back,
Oh,
the whole
shit.
front, it was fucking, it was
Wow.
nuts, right?
Yeah.
So you can't walk, you can't breathe. All you could do is listen, pretty much. And so they get off stage. We start loading our equipment. We get everything on stage, and I'm like setting up my equipment. I'm excited. I'm like, this is great, And I get all my stuff set up. I put my guitar on. I'm tuning my shit, and then I turn around, and there's the two bartenders at the bar, and there's 4 people at the fucking pool table.
Oh shit!
What?
You're like, where
Everybody-
did go?
Everybody
Dude,
went
I
outside.
fucking hate that.
And then
shit.
throughout the whole show, there people were just in and out. We were, but nobody knew who we were, and we were this shitty punk band on the fucking. Because back then we were a punk band, now we're like a rock band. But
Yeah.
Grunge.
we're not.
Yeah, I agree. Grunge.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
AKA
Grunge
rock
is having a
band.
revival, anyways. It's good to say that. now.
Puddle of Tigers.
There's been some
Puddle
newer
of-
bands
You
coming
need
out as grunge. It's like
T-shirts. I would
blow
wear
us
one.
away.
Puddle of
Yeah,
Tigers.
Puddle of Tigers.
Look up
Puddles
Ugly.
of Tiger blood.
UGLI. Look them up. They're amazing.
They really are.
But we had people in and out. It just never. We didn't have everybody in the bar. But when you put it's come on, it's the owner's fucking band playing on her birthday. But I'll tell you what, we've never been paid more money
Yeah.
than that night. We made so much money. It
Did you
was,
get your cheeseburgers?
I think we
for
each
free?
walked away. Like each of us, it was about 500 for the whole band.
They
Wow.
could have had
It was
5
nuts, 'cause
cheeseburgers.
it's
I can't remember. It was a lot of money. It was definitely over 400 for sure. It was nuts.
That's
It
crazy.
was nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, we ate cheeseburgers on stage and we fucked around.
Dude, I want to get cheeseburgers next
great.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Oh, next show would be a pizza place.
Just
but-
don't eat like spicy food before
Yeah,
you go out.
Well, speaking of food in a set, I was telling
You
Shep about
listening,
this.
rookies?
On Monday,
Don't eat the spicy food.
Shep and I are in a band, Sick the Ripper. On Monday, I was talking about this at practice. One of my band, my all bass band, Wank and Pisterio, we would have good shows. We wouldn't make much money because we'd give away stuff. We had a song called Table 10, and it's an instrumental song. Halfway through the song, we'd go, Table 10, your pizza's ready. And we'd give a random table of pizza. And then
That's
also
dope.
we'd play tequila, we'd play that, and we'd do an upside down margarita with people on stage. So we lost a lot of money giving it away, but we had a lot of fun. Our crowd had fun.
See, it's not about the money.
No.
It's about having fun
No,
and
absolutely.
entertaining.
and
had a
playing
blast.
music.
exactly.
I always say I like making people fates move. That's what it's all about. I like reaching out, like
toes are tapping.
making people move.
I've lost so much money playing music, but it's all right.
Mhm.
I just
There you
like to do things that make people go, "What the fuck?"
Oh, that's cool
That's good,
too.
too.
That's
Yeah.
always
I like
fun.
that.
Throw them a curveball. Get
Hell yeah.
weird. Get weird, people.
Uh,
Being
doing
weird's
it right if you aren't.
awesome.
Like since we're on the topic of eating while performing, I've spun fire while eating a piece of pizza.
Nice.
How the hell does that happen?
One hand has the staff in hand, one half has.
I mean, pizza's everything. So
yeah.
There you go. Pizza's life.
I think I watched too much Ninja Turtles, but
I worked in pizza for 20
I can
years.
attest
Pizza
to
is not
that.
life. Fuck pizza.
See, if I worked in
pizza
pizza,
kept
I'd
you
probably
alive
think
for
that.
20 years, Shep, though.
Like, yes,
paid your bills.
it was
Yeah.
killing me.
Pie
at the same
are not
time.
squared. Pie
Pizza
are
size.
round.
Like I've lost since I left
Pizza
Domino's, I've
pie.
lost like a
40, 50,
100 something.
100 something. Damn.
Yeah, I keep leveling out. And who knows? I'm between 250 and
Well, keep at it, buddy.
265 somewhere in there. But I used to weigh like basically 370. It was like 360 something. But
Damn.
a lot of that is just not working in a pizza joint 90 hours a week.
House pie. Let's
bread
eat
bowls.
it.
Fucking working in restaurants suck because you just get free
Oh,
food.
yeah.
Who?
Are you still food?
A steal? Why? No.
No.
No. People cancel orders. People put in prank. There's always free food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have to pay for this.
Oh, I did like it
salad.
when you worked
I
at the
love salad.
Domino's by me, though, and I'd stop in.
30th and Mahler. That's
Yeah,
right. Hell
that's not
yeah.
far from
Hell yeah. Dude, the last time I worked there, that motherfucker turned. That area turned bad.
Damn.
It was rough. It's getting better now, but
Eh.
now the east side's getting. Oof.
I do like the mom and pop shops. I got another pizza place by me that's good. Futuro is great. Manhattan Pizza by me.
I never really had any bad pizza though.
There's these.
mean,
there's
like, if
these
you,
pizza
like-
they sell at Aldi's. They're like $1, and you microwave them for like 3 minutes. They're pretty bad.
Really?
Most Aldi
Sometimes
pizza
it's
is
like
pretty
really
good.
good shit.
Get
Especially if you're
get
high.
the
I'm talking about
$5
Aldi's
pizza,
fucking
they're good.
pizza.
I don't know. I have to disagree. Pizza.
It
like,
is actually
any
pizza,
way.
yes, Mike.
It's
For
dough
real.
and sauce. There's
It's-
shit on top and cheese. Of course, it's pizza.
If honest opinion, being a man of the business, if you want like actual food, like the ingredients are actually good, believe it or not, Papa John's is one of them.
Yep.
They ain't lying. Real,
One of my old
better
drummers
ingredients,
used to work
blah
there.
blah blah. So Papa John's does have like actual like dope food, and then Domino's as well. Pizza Hut, you might as well just fucking kill yourself.
See, I love Pizza Hut.
Oh, dude.
They're
I-
like
I-
pizza boxes. What are
I
those
ain't trying to
called?
hate, but don't
I-
ever order Pizza
As
Hut
far
in
as
lapel.
franchises go, Marco's is my favorite.
Which, by the way, they're,
Prices, the quality.
the CEO of Marco's used to be a Dominoid. That's
Really?
where he started his career, and then he opened his own pizza place.
And made it better.
There you
in my
go.
opinion.
I've actually never had Marco's,
Oh, it's good. It's
but
good.
I'll tell you what, I've shut down more Marco's than you could count.
Wow. Luckily, the one by me still open.
See, I always try to eat the most pizza on tour. Any pizza, every tour.
We do pizza so
Nice burp.
I
That's
always
a
take pictures
7.
of my pizza slices.
Oh, by the way, Jeanette is with us. Jeanette Carey. Jeanette, we're gonna need you to rank these burps. I'm thinking
Bless
7
him.
on that. 7.
I just burped earlier, and I don't think I can get one out.
I've had some epic ones today.
Oh yeah, Pizza King for sure is dope.
Dude.
As long as it's an
Yeah.
actual Pizza King.
See,
not a
we have
franchise.
Pizza King in Richmond.
I'm pretty
I
sure
grew up
that's
And
an
Lafayette
OG.
Arnie's was
Yeah.
the deal.
Is it really
Arnie's.
Oh, it's
Arnie's.
amazing.
Dude, Arnie's is good too.
Yeah.
Pizza King has a little tiny pepperonis.
Arnie's does too. They slice them a little.
It's like crack. Like, I mean, I've never had crack before.
Well, you
Lindsay
just
never
low-key
had
loves
crack
crack
before.
and
But I
tiny
do love my
pepperonis.
pizza.
Pepper cracky.
I'd say probably my favorite would be, and I know nobody else knows about this place except for maybe Lindsay. That's
Thanks, Jenny.
Mercurio's.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You don't like Mercurio's?
Dude, sometimes I DoorDash.
Is that a Richmond thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
they're,
yeah.
they're like a little mom.
Next
and
time I'm
pop
out there,
pizza
I'm out there
place.
more than you think. I'm out there more than most places.
It's
because
on
I got friends out there
the
and
west
play out
side of
there.
Richmond.
No, Mercurio's is on 8th.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
right
yeah,
downtown.
it is. Yeah.
Jenny B said, "Rich, that was hot."
She's talking about my burp, right? I'm
Yeah,
sure. I'm
yeah.
sure.
It's hot.
Look at his face. He's gonna start smoking.
What's it rated again?
Drinking the beer, it's gonna happen again.
Mike Mankey said Dominoid, like question mark. So a Dominoid is a person that is like all about dominoes. like
Mm.
all in.
Like
Like
I've never heard
was.
that before.
Yeah,
you were.
if
You
If
were.
you're, yeah, if
I
you're
thought
all
you were a
in.
lifer, Shep.
Is Domino's the ones with the lava cakes?
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
You
in
know,
the
you
new
know what? You
commercial.
know what we call them
Who
though?
stole the lava?
At least what I
lava
call them.
cake?
So if you worked for me, if you were part of one of my stores or
Uh-huh.
whatever, I would always refer to them as crack cakes.
Crack cakes.
Crack
Are they that
cakes.
good?
Next
or-
time I
They're
get one,
that
I'm just gonna
good.
send you a picture of my
Oh,
crack cake.
hey, you'll never be able to get this done. But next time you order Domino's, ask for lava cakes and ask them not to cook
Oh,
them.
my old drummer.
It
so
will fucking blow your
he
mind.
went from Papa
So
John's
good.
to Domino's back to Papa
Fuck.
John's. But when he worked at Domino's, it was literally right down the street from my house. And one time he told me, he said he used to bring them home not cooked.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Or half baked. Oh,
Why?
fuck.
He said they're
Why?
the best,
Ah,
especially
so
when you're
good.
high.
But dude, like one lava cake is like 1.3 trillion calories.
I bet.
Oh
It will-
my god!
it
I
is-
bet.
Damn
Even
it,
though
guys! We're gonna have to
choc-
order some food in here.
I know. We need a lava cake.
We don't food at chopped liver.
DoorDash.
I had to be here so early.
I had the DoorDash app.
I really skipped dinner to be here.
Technically, I did too. I had like 2 hot dogs, no
Luckily,
mustard,
I had
no
an
ketchup,
energy bar hidden in my
just
cooler.
straight
here.
up like 2 hot dogs.
Where's the
Just-
beef?
I was gonna have my leftover jambalaya.
Where's the beef?
Yeah.
But I had to get here early. I don't know.
Oh, I appreciate you getting here early.
Could use some food though.
You helped me out big time getting everything set
No,
up.
thanks, buddy. It's always
Roll.
dude. Come on. You don't just co-host the show. You help set shit up. You help produce the show.
Hell
I
yeah.
push these buttons like
Hell
that
yeah.
one there.
Polly's gonna be excited that because that's the thing is like I couldn't figure out why I could not get it set up to where he can help me produce, and it was because of the browser. So switch
There we
browsers.
go.
Okay.
Worked it out here,
So-
Polly. You can hit this button down
Technology.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Watch, I'll hit this one
Mhm.
here, and it'll boom. There's that, and I can take it away by hitting
This is food
that
centric child
and
living.
that. There we
Man,
go,
all the comments.
and it's gone.
I know there's a lot of comments.
I know
Yeah.
we're
I can't
nearing
read 'em.
70. I know we are. There's no way we're not.
Clarence.
It's because they're all saying floppy bacon or
Look at
crispy bacon.
Somebody mentioned
Oh,
Clara's. I
Now
seen.
here's
Yeah,
the thing:
Yeah.
orange juice is the question now. Pulp or no pulp? I don't know. I don't like
dude.
pulp.
I
but
prefer
sometimes-
apple juice.
There you go.
See?
Best
There's no
restaurants
pulp
that
in apple
deliver
juice.
in Lapel.
How about Lynsey? Apple juice or apple cider?
Cider,
I do like cider, It's got a
especially during the
tang.
fall.
Now I can do it. I've
Greg's
been wanting to do
Pizza's dope
Simpsons
tonight.
references. There's a good Simpsons bit about cider where they all go to an apple orchard
I love The Simpsons.
and Ned tells you what's the difference between cider and juice. He's like, well, if you're drinking juice there, feller, what you're drinking there is yeller. And if what you're drinking is tangy and brown, well, you're in cider town.
Oh man.
Now, in
God
Canada, it's all
damn it.
backwards. That's when Homer's brain checks out. So
I didn't check out, but
there you go, damn it.
the amount of like, oh man. You see, like, okay, so I want to digress, but we were talking about pizza places, and I interrupted you, and then it turned into this fucking just wheelhouse of what the fuck.
It's how we roll.
Lynsey,
Can't
do you
stay on
remember what
topic.
you were saying?
I have no fucking.
Yeah,
clue.
it's gone.
I just got
It's
excited over the lava
gone.
cakes and then
Oh,
cider.
yeah.
Oh, don't get her started on cider.
Lava cakes and cider together. Holy crap! Someone deliver us some food.
See, I don't even drink beer, but then when I go to the bars, I'm like, "Do you have cider?" And, and then when they say they don't actually have alcoholic cider, I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
So Mike Mankey said,
Hmm.
best restaurants that deliver in Lapel is
Are there any?
well, what
Can
time
somebody
is it?
get us some food delivered?
So it's
It's
9:09.
9.
You've got 51 minutes to order Pizza King.
I got
See?
20
And
bucks.
I hope you make a lot of money because that shit is
I
expensive.
got 20 bucks. Bring us
as
whatever.
Fuck.
Should we do a GoFundMe?
I go started to go find me on a live podcast.
Yeah.
I got 20 bucks so we can get some food for us here.
Everybody can chip in.
Hold on, let me check my desk.
Seriously, I had to come out here before he did.
Got Got a $50.
I have $0.
Got a $50.
I get paid at like 6 a.m.
Got beer though. Cold
Oh,
barley
wait,
soup
wait.
for the.
I
to
got
the
a
rescue.
quarter.
GoFundMe for the podcast.
There we go. We're getting crazy here. I know.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna do it.
You
So
get a
we're
friend.
over.
It's chopped liver.
Yeah, I mean that's what we do. That's what
I mean,
we
you know,
do.
I'm on the podcast every Thursday. We don't. get quite this crazy at the PRN podcast.
Yeah, we get
It's still fun.
Get a little wild here. People doing people
punkrocknight.com.
punkrocknight.com. Photos.punkrocknight.com.
Big show Saturday. Tributes.
That's right. Yeah, Halloween.
Might as well plug it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's our annual Halloween.
So what bands
show.
what bands are playing?
We have local versions of the Pretenders, the Riverdales, System of a Down, and a band calling themselves Two Tone Army, which is doing the whole two-tone era of ska. It's going to be huge. It's always a sold out show, so get there early.
And that's
Doors
what
late, show at 9. Wear a costume. I'm wearing a costume. Will you be wearing a costume?
you should.
Guess what I'm wearing? I don't know. You can't guess. You'll be dead wrong.
I mean, we could take a poll.
I tried to do that on a
the
Facebook
last poll
post.
worked out pretty well.
Is it a Simpson character?
Nope. I've dressed up as several Simpsons characters this year. It is not. You would be dead wrong.
Dead wrong.
You don't know what it is, do you?
What?
I don't know.
The get up. You're probably gonna show up dressed as Greg Renner.
No, you would be dead wrong. People don't realize that's a hint, and they're going other directions because they're so lost.
Oh, dead
We're not
wrong.
just gonna play here till we guess it because you just have to see.
Dead wrong.
You're dressing up, aren't you? Are you?
You'll have to
know.
see.
Yeah.
I don't know. Friday, I'm dressing up.
We're
The
supposed
show
to
we're
dress up,
playing.
but we have no.
I was gonna
costumes.
say what
We don't even know what the fuck we're dressing up for our
Oh,
Halloween.
it's great
show.
when you're playing and you dress up. That's even cooler.
Yeah.
Unless you're a tribute band, you have to dress up like the band you're paying tribute to.
Wait, you know what would be really funny is if we dressed up as each other.
That I'd just give me a flannel.
Yeah, lesbians love flannel.
Yeah. And I'll let you borrow my hoodie.
You see?
That's
There you go.
yeah.
Oh man. Shit, dude.
No, it's not Jerry Garcia. You're dead wrong. You're dead wrong.
I'm trying to figure it out. I can't.
Flip that at
I
me?
did.
You're just not familiar.
No, I guess
I
not.
don't even know where it went.
It's all right.
I'm trying to think of a band
Oh,
like
there he is. He's on my shirt.
that.
It's gonna hurt you.
The bugs are back.
I found
Oh
him.
yeah, where is he?
He's right
I
there.
already took one outside.
Oh no shit. All
I
right.
$10
flip-
to
I
whoever
flipped
eats
one at him.
a stink bug. No,
He was-
I don't
dude.
have paying for eating shit money.
Hey, if you're tired, eat one. High in protein for sure.
They're stink bugs. They're gonna taste like
I was gonna
ass.
say I don't know how that would.
It's gonna take us like
taste.
ass.
Yes.
Like I feel like it like a plume of like green smoke would come
Yeah,
out your
I
nose.
see
Well,
that
I've
shit.
Like
killed a couple
Beetlejuice?
today. I
Yeah.
had to because they're just so fast sometimes. But there's definitely some goo in there. Some green and yellowish looking goo.
Don't try and smoke it.
Oh
Not that I have.
Can you imagine
know
like
me.
putting that in a bowl?
oh my god!
Just packing it in there. Get out your little torch.
It would probably be green smoke.
Oh man, they smell better than they taste. Get
And
real fucked up,
and it-
hallucinate and shit.
it might kill you.
You'll be seeing people flying around, like,
like shaped like the stink
and you're
bug.
the stink bug. Like what the fuck? What's like? Speaking of hallucinating, Lynsey, have you ever done hallucinogens?
I have not. I'm scared. I get too paranoid.
I always tell people if they're
Me
not
neither.
sure, don't do it.
One
Don't
time
do
I
it.
ate an edible and I was just having like premonitions.
It's
and
all
it
about
was-
this thing right here.
Yeah.
If you're not sure, you're
My
gonna
brain's
be a
just like,
bad
nope.
time.
Yep.
Yeah, because if you're unsure going in, you're not gonna be sure
Yeah.
when your brain's traveling
Yeah,
across
I
the
just-
universe and
I
you're
feel
seeing
like I'd be
galaxies
curled
you've
up in
never
a ball,
imagined.
like crying too much. Like
Yeah, Sage, what's your best hallucinogenic story?
I love how you didn't even ask me if I.
Dude, I
have.
know you have. You play 14 instruments, motherfucker.
Well, and then I also run. I run an AV company out of Richmond, and I do a lot of raves and EDM festivals and shit.
Right on. So yeah.
Oh,
So this is a tough one.
yeah.
Should we
this is-
segue while you think about it?
No, because I think I've got it. I did, and actually, it's like my home festival. It's only about 20 minutes from Richmond. I'm not going to mention it because of the actions, but this is my favorite TV show.
Thanks,
so
No commercials.
this This particular festival that I was working at is it's basically like a Comic-Con and an EDM festival all in one. And I decided I got my hands on a psilocybin chocolate bar.
Uh-oh.
And
That just sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
it's
I don't even know what it is.
it's
but-
mushrooms.
Me neither.
Mushrooms.
Oh, mushrooms. I've never tried mushrooms, but
And I ate a little bit of it, and I was also cosplaying as Willy Wonka.
Nice.
Appropriate.
Yeah, I was,
It was
your
a chocolate bar.
the specific festival venue we were at has a place they call Ewok Village, which is
Nice.
It's a bunch of tree houses that are connected together.
Big
and
Star Wars fan. I'm into it.
Yeah,
Is that
it's-
indoor? Is that?
It's outdoor. It's a big.
Oh, Endor from Star
Oh.
Wars. But the reaction was so perfect.
It was
You're like,
maybe unintentional, but
Like,
it was
duh.
fucking good.
It's like, is that an
dope.
is that an
Wow.
is that an omen? No, it's a new one.
Only here at Chopped Liver.
That was perfect.
But so one of my friends, and there's a picture out there somewhere, got a picture of me tripping balls, running up a ramp in Ewok Village dressed as Willy Wonka. And because I don't remember doing it, but apparently it's a thing. There's apparently a video or a picture of Willy Wonka running through Ewok Village.
Wow.
Yeah.
If someone would have hit you, would it have been a Veruca assault and battery?
Ah.
Bad.
Stepdad.
Stepdad joke.
I love them.
Crickets.
Keep them coming.
Keep 'em coming.
Actually, I have cricket. I used to have crickets on my. But I deleted all my sound waves accidentally before the show.
Can't do it.
So Brandon Maiden. Oh wait, hold
He's
on.
on one tonight.
When is everyone's next show, including all bands you are in?
I'm in one band.
They're on tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
next
your
month.
next show is
the
Friday.
Saturday.
Saturday. Okay.
Shep has a show Friday.
Tight like a tiger.
None of my bands are booked. We're recording and writing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sick the Ripper is getting ready to put out an album.
Bunch of new songs. Sick the Ripper. We've been playing the same
Nice.
few songs since our incarnation, but
And
we got 5-6 new songs and they're awesome.
yeah. Well, we'll let them
GBR
judge.
working on our 9th album.
9th. Holy shit. That's
Damn.
dope.
21 years. Of course, there's 9 albums. That's not even one a year.
That's actually good. Like I always say, every 2 years you
Yeah,
need to put out
that's
an
pretty
album.
good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we'll be working on a new album in January.
Do it.
hell yeah.
Halloween show is our next show in
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dayton.
Middletown.
Middletown.
By the way, people that were watching last week, I kind of went a little outside of what I should have, and I said that the next I did say that it wasn't 100% confirmed, but for sure now after Monday we had the discussion, and that in the new Sick the Ripper album will be called "Stay Horny." So
Nice.
yeah,
These types of horns, baby.
not the fangs. That's tight like a tiger. The horns. That's Sick the Ripper. It's awesome having the same drummer though in both bands, because he backup sings and he just can't ask for more. So
He is awesome.
True.
that's a kudos to say.
He has played one misunderstood
is.
show.
That's right. He
Indeed he
has.
has.
Jay
Jay
Clyde's.
Clyde's,
Yeah.
Indeed he
Yep.
has.
Hey. It's funny. I had a discussion the other day with a friend talking about because I always say I have bad memory. And it's like, no, you don't, dude. You have amazing memory. You remember the most random things. Like I can remember all these things, but I can't remember A, people's names, B, names of movies, and C, names of bands.
Yeah.
But I can remember like when I was 10 years old, blah, 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 blah. Or like 3 months ago on this specific day, blah, blah, blah. But I can't remember names, just names, general, anything names.
Yeah.
It's gone. Like it's, I think I called Rich because I'm a last name type. I like calling people by their last name.
Yeah.
Due to work mostly, because there'd be so many James, so many Johns, so many Beckys, what the fuck ever.
Yeah.
Sheila.
So I always say last name. I called him Baker for like months, and I'd been to PRN for at least 2 years and would talk to him every time. and I'd still say Baker. And then one day he was like, "Bro, it's fucking Barker." I'm like, okay.
Barker.
Your jacket was like,
Hey,
rubbing on the mic.
oh, that's too funny. That you're not the only one, because one time Greg
I'm gonna
Brenner,
take a piss
Greg
break.
and I both on stage talking, and someone mentions Barker. I'm like, oh yeah, Bob Barker. Well, it's my father's name, so of course we got a lot of prank phone calls going up.
Man down.
So we got a lot of prank phone calls going up since my father's name is Bob Barker, and Greg's like, your last name's not Barker. It's like I didn't know my own last name, and after working with Greg for so many years, he didn't remember at the time.
Mic
my
down,
last name
mic
was
down.
Barker. But there you go.
Right on.
I got a piece soon too, so when Lynsey's back.
I mean, you could just,
no.
Okay.
I'm
yeah, usually when I piss, I
I'm
just
humane.
go right outside the door.
Man, I didn't even think about that.
That's what I do. Yeah, dude. Like, cause like there's that fence right next to
I
the
don't
door.
like to use indoor facilities.
So in my house and the people behind my house and both sides, they can't. See
I
shit.
can't
I
even
do use
believe
indoor facilities.
Fuck it.
I can't.
With the
That's
Ewoks.
I just
Brandon-
right over my head, man. I can't.
No, it's
Brandon
hilarious.
Sanders chimed in. He says, "Let me see you, Wang shut." No,
This is a PG-13, sometimes rated R.
I mean this
show.
is definitely a rated R show, and
Yeah.
I assure you, at some point we
The
will.
show's
have
not
nudity,
about
but
the wang.
There's not enough camera to collect that picture, brother. That's a bad joke. That was a bad joke.
There are other
Anyways,
places you can go
nah,
on
bro,
for
I
the
ain't sound like a
website
dick
for
on
that.
a fucking podcast.
Go to fuq.com.
Brandon has a podcast. Him and his brother do. You need to check that out.
That's where you need to go.
It's that Patriot. Sorry for being on one and commenting live out. No, so this is Lynsey's first time on, and she said that because she's like, Brandon, she's excited that you're saying, you're commenting a lot, and that's the thing, dude. Comment up. Actually, you've some of the things you've commented have been big discussions on the show. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for chiming in, brother.
Like, and
fucking
I-
love it. Fucking love you.
Is he the one that said something about farmland? Because
Sometime soon.
That's Brandon
God,
Maiden. We
Brandon.
got two different Brandons
Yeah,
on here.
yeah.
We'll just call Brandon Sanders.
There's BS.
Colonel
Brandon
Colonel
Sanders,
Brandon
BS.
Sanders.
Wasn't trying to do that, but there we go.
So our monitor, if you can't tell, I moved the room around a little bit. I didn't want the garage door or the door on the fucking love you all. We love you too, Bobby. I just didn't want the fucking camera on the doors anymore. And as I'm getting everything like reset up and set up for the show, I had a JS as my we had JS LE 2.0 JS on the show. I don't want to say his full name.
John Saxon?
There it is. All right. I didn't say it. He did.
I've known him for years. He produced one of my albums.
Hell yeah. But I was like, you know what, dude? I'm just gonna fucking right there on the fucking TV. So like dead center at the top of the TV,
Taking a
it
whiz.
says JS is my co-pilot. So
My turn. Shake the lizard.
shake the lizard.
Son of a.
All right. So
Piss break. I
should we-
drank like too much all at once.
that's cool. It's all good.
I'm with you though.
you want another
Should
one?
we do a shot? I feel like it's shot time.
I'll do another shot.
See you Saturday, baby.
I just
Operator.
pissed out the last shot, so
No. All right. Well, I'm gonna take
I mean,
We'll go
I'm
full
not
screen.
saying no.
full screen up. Hell yeah. I'll walk it over there. Fucking. So here's to Pauly Punk. This motherfucker has been through so much. I love you, man. I miss you. I know we're gonna be at the Redskins game together on Sunday, but I miss having you here, bud. It's been suck without you. You're not a co-host, you're the fucking host, man. You are the man. This is your show, and I can't wait to have you back next Wednesday. Fucking Pauly Punk.
whoop,
It's
whoop.
gonna be back on fucking Shot Livers Midweek Crisis, and I'm so excited about it. This shot's to you, baby. Miss you, man. Fuck yeah, dude. Cheers. Mm,
Was it
there it
good?
is. All the way back. Ah, fuck.
Phew.
Ooh, 10 high. Wow. You guys ever had 10 high? Joking.
No, I haven't.
I mean,
Look at you. Thank you, man. Hell yeah. Cheers. Lynsey? Oh, no, you said you're good, right?
Yeah, I'm good right now.
Right off. So, without Rich here, now I can ask the real questions. No, I'm just kidding. They're all the same. So, oh, man, see, this is where we get into some nitty gritty stuff. We had a breakaway right into the drugs. So you haven't actually, we should probably, do you ever smoke the weed?
I love the weed.
You love the weed.
Mhm.
Hell yeah. I always tell people, like, if you want to smoke weed on the show, fucking
I
do
only
it.
smoke weed with my friends though.
Right on.
I'm not like a big I have like a vape pen or something at my house because I have really bad anxiety attacks. So, and I live alone now. So
I used to smoke every day. Every day, I smoked weed. And then this company bought all the Dominoes and blah, blah, blah. I quit smoking. And now, like, for me, it's just like, okay, so this is me while drinking, right? Pretty good at communicating.
Mhm.
Maybe not the best memory in moments, but I can, I could spit. But when I smoke weed, I'm like, hey, man. Oh, dude. Bro. What's that shit like when you go outside? It's like green and it's like all over the ground. What's that shit? Grass, man.
grass.
I basically turned into like a not as funny or funny looking Jim Brewer.
Yeah.
Like from Half Baked. But that's kind of his character anyways. But in general, yeah, weed just doesn't do it. It depends, I guess. Like indica is better for me because I have ADHD. So it actually kind of brings me up. And then like sativa kind of like makes me a little
yeah.
and then the best though is that fucking what do they call it? It's like all mixed together.
Hybrid.
Yeah, hybrid. I love that shit, man.
See, I'm still
That's
getting
just like the perfect middle ground where it's like you're kind of like and you're kind of like hey, and then you're also kind of like you're kind of like yeah, I like that shit.
I'm still
man.
like getting used to all like the gadgets and shit because I just started smoking a couple years ago. And what's funny is so like Sid from the last show had to like light me once because I was like, how does this work? I'm like sitting in the back of a car with her, and I'm like
the first time you did a gravity bong.
It was like a bong.
Like,
it was a bong in the back of a car, and I was like, hey Sid, can you light this? Because I don't know what I'm doing. And then I got totally crossfaded, and it was horrible.
Oh man.
I had to sit at the bar for a minute and be like, okay, we can go home now.
Dude, have you ever had like a really like I fucked up experience like smoking weed? Like and
not really
I know
smoking it, but eating edibles.
Like in 2022, people are like, you're basically talking about like smoking a cigarette or something, because weed is it's legal almost everywhere in the country.
Except for Indiana, but
Indiana, yeah. But speaking of that,
we won't get into the politics of that.
No.
I work at a nursing home though. Yeah. And we had this old lady, and she always smoked weed in her car. Well, one time she's like, hey, Lynsey, you want to hit this?
Hell yeah.
And I went out there, and I got super high before my shift. And
Yeah,
I gotta be at work at 4:30 a.m., right? So, like, it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. She's like, want to hit this? I'm like, yeah. I got super high, and I was, like, talking to everybody. And I was like, I wonder if they know I'm high.
Yeah, but they probably don't give a shit.
They probably didn't.
They probably don't give a shit.
I'm pretty sure I passed my drug test, even though I had weed.
I don't even think most places test for that.
I don't even think so. I mean, I'm just a cook at a nursing home, so I don't actually like.
They do.
I'm not a nurse, but
it depends on like where you work, though.
See, I'm
pretty sure they looked at my piss test and was like, "Okay, you're good."
Yeah. So I got it really easy. Like the owner of the company that I work for is the biggest pothead I've ever met in my life.
You work for Hustler magazine,
right?
You're like, yes, how'd you know?
Yeah, sure.
You're like, I know you. I know you do audio video, so
I go visit him at work all the time.
Man, I'm just delivering some of the worst jokes. So are you, Rich? We're both killing it tonight, man. We're on fire.
It's lovely.
I actually make fancy soda pops for a living.
Nice.
I'm a soda jerk, is what it's called.
They put marshmallow fluff
You
in
work
these
for a
drinks.
particular brand, or you hand make them?
It's I work for a place called the Milk House in Richmond, Indiana.
There's how many of them in
I
there?
like
There's
craft
3
soda.
of them. There's 3 of them.
Craft soda, craft beer.
And they put
Yeah.
they put marshmallow fluff in it, and it's the craziest.
I've
most
never-
And we have
delicious
we
shit.
have the
Try
good
that.
ice. You can't forget we
And the
have
good
the good
ice, the little like
crushed.
like no, it's pellet ice.
Oh,
the pellet ice.
Yeah,
Nice.
like what
They
you
have
get in
these
the
orange
hospital.
dreamsicles.
Yeah,
Die for it.
she comes through all
reminds
the
me
time.
of a place on Route 66 called Soda Pops.
Yeah,
in,
I forget what
Oklahoma.
the point of me saying that
I don't
was.
know.
Oh
now.
no!
Oh,
So
but
I got
yeah,
sidetracked.
we're talking about like
we were talking about how my boss gets as high as I
okay,
do.
right on. Hell yeah. I've never, dude. I've always been like goody tissue when it comes to smoke. Like, dude. Okay, actually, it's not even about being goody tissue. So this is how it went down. So, at some point in my life, I would like smoke before I went to work, right? Or maybe I'd have like a wee cop and a buzz, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes I worked in pizza. I'd go in at like 5 o'clock, and I'd be like, fuck it.
Isn't that like a requirement of the job?
What? No, for sure not. Actually, I spent 90% of my career telling people like, don't fucking show up here high or drunk, because if you do, you're gonna ruin it for all of us. And, dude, and that's the thing is like, somebody fucks up like that, they'll end up drug testing the whole fucking store.
Yeah, that's true.
For real. And like, that's a real fucking thing. And a lot of people are like, oh, that's a myth. And it's real. It's a real fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
so it'd been like 2 months since I had a fucking day off of work, right? And this is back when I was a general manager. I was like, fuck, man, I was like 21 and maybe 20. I might have been 19. I don't anyway, not
19 to 21.
Somewhere in that range. I like literally I made a choice when I was a senior in high school. I could have went to college. I chose to take a job at Domino's. Like literally the day I graduated, they made me the general manager of the Beach Grove store. And anywho, my boss went on vacation. He's from Canada. He went to Canada for 2 months, and I had caught 2 of my assistants stealing money.
Oh shit!
And I fired them, and I ended up firing my only other fucking assistant. So I was opening and closing for like 6 weeks straight.
Oh my god!
That's a long
Whatever the
ass
math
time.
is on that, 28 plus 14 is 42. So 42 days straight, open to close. And
How are you alive?
Right?
he gets back in town. He takes 1 day to like get his shit together because when you're gone for that long,
Yeah.
You gotta readjust.
and then I got a day off, and
day.
my friends show up. I'm like,
Out of the
dude,
next 60.
like I got out of work that night before my day off, and I won't get into the extreme details, but we popped some what they call now as Molly, but it used to be called back in the day ecstasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once you pop, you just can't stop.
Yeah.
So like, I'd never went to bed, popped some more. I kept rolling.
Oh god.
And my boss calls me. He's like, bro, we're getting slammed in the corporate. Oh, we are operational evaluation report. Coach shows up, corporate shows up, and they're like, you have to come into work. You have to come into work. I'm like, bro, you don't want me to come to work.
I
You
would
do
get us all
not
fired.
want me to come into work, right? And I'm telling them, I'm like, without telling them, I'm like, you do not want me to come into work. And I go in there, and the person that I'm training is like to be my assistant manager. So like they're an acting manager.
Yeah.
They're not a manager, but they're like being trained to like run shifts. And I walk straight up to him like, Tom. He's like, what? And he looks at me and he's like, leave right now. I was like, thank you. And my boss texts me, he's like, what happened? It's like, Tom told me to leave. And then that's it. That was it. Which, by the way, remember when cell phones didn't exist? Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh
God, man. Those were the days, because when you were off of work, motherfucker, you were off of work or you were at fucking whatever H&R Block or something. You were shopping at Lowe's. Like you couldn't answer your phone because you weren't home. I miss like the days of no cell phones, man. Those were the days.
They
I
couldn't blow up
remember.
your phone 500 times.
I've been self-employed for so long it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
See,
dude,
I've been working for the man.
I've
That's the thing, you know. I've never done any drugs, so being self-employed, I could have, but no, just never been interested. And I went to art school, and I've never even done weed. Been in band since I was 16. Not interested.
You ever had caffeine? It's a hell of a drug. It's actually the
Caffeine
number one
alcohol
most
is about
addictive
it.
drug in the United States. Caffeine.
Yep. I gave that up for 10 years. That was hard. You get headaches for a whole week.
Now I'm getting technical.
So I have a question
Can't
for
make
you.
that shit
Chef.
up. What's up?
So with all this talk about dominoes, it something
Back to the pizza.
Avoid the noise.
They keep falling.
This is going to be a little bit off from what we've been talking about.
It's a good band.
He has questions for you. Have you ever been asked questions on your own podcast?
No, let's do it.
So I have a 17-year-old daughter, right?
Uh-oh.
I'm asking you if I should be worried because she just started dating a manager of a Domino's.
Oh, that not necessarily. I mean, some of the most talented, most brilliant people I've ever met in my life were Domino's managers.
Okay.
Absolutely.
There's your answer.
And some of them are also the most lowest piece of shit scumbags I've ever met in my life.
Is there no in between? They're really, really amazing, or they're really piece of shit.
That's the way the universe works. It's the yin and yang. It's.
Does he bring home the raw lava cakes? Is the real question.
I'm gonna have
cooked?
to ask him. Now that I know about that, I'm gonna be like, dude, if you want to be on my good side, you gotta
Bring us
me
a
one of
raw
those-
lava cake.
You gotta bring me one of those raw
But
lava
during
cakes,
band
bro.
practice.
Yeah,
During
band
band practice.
I so the only thing I've done more than have to fire people or let people go in my experience in management and pizza. I also, by the way, I worked for Donato's and I've also worked at
Franco's.
no, what's the they're awesome too. Oh, why can't I think of it? Really good.
White Castle.
The one that has all the sexual endos on their pizza box. Hot box. I worked for Hot Box too, but 98% of my time was at Domino's. But outside of like dude, I've trained so many people to answer the phone. God damn it. But man, I have fired some people for some fucked up shit. My favorite is like because people be lying, bro. People be lying.
Sticking his dick in a pepperoni slicer.
I think my dude, the videos,
I forget her name.
The videos that I have, I don't know if I have them anymore. I probably do, but I don't look at the shit. But I've literally, one of my favorites though, I had this guy who showed now he didn't whip his dick out in the store. All right. But he pulled his phone out and he showed a coworker a picture of his penis.
What the fuck?
And she complained about it. And so obviously, we're gonna have to let him go.
Yeah.
Even if he
Must have been
didn't,
small.
in that situation, your hands are kind of fucking tied.
What is up with
What do you
guys
got?
just wanting to show pictures of?
I don't
dicks?
know.
I got like a
Dude, I'll tell you right now, every single time, and this is me, like whatever, every single time I've been requested of a dick pic, they always get either Dick Tracy, Dick Cheney, or Dick Van Dyke.
Nixon.
If you want to see it, girl, you're gonna have to work for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's that. But I'm sure if you try hard enough, you can find some
What?
photos
I just
out there
had a guy
somewhere.
like a couple days
video.
ago. I was at the movie theater and I'm like waiting for the movie, and he's like, "Can I send you a picture?" And I was like, "Of what?"
That's right. I saw that
Yeah,
post.
I was so pissed because I was
I
like
don't
waiting.
get it. I don't
was
get
like,
it.
And then I was like, "Did you forget I'm gay?" Like, does that ever cross your mind that I don't want to see your dick in any shades or form? Or
I would say 1 out of 100 people in my life that I've met, and I've met a lot of fucking people, are be trying to look at genitalia. Like that's not why people hook up with people.
No.
1 out of 100 are hooking up with people because of girth or tightness, one or the other. But either fucking way. So this motherfucker shows this coworker a picture of their dick, and it's like, come on.
Just
Like
has it on
I
his
got
phone.
cameras every dude. Oh God, I could do this all night. But I pull him in. I pull him into the office when he comes in for his next shift. I have an assistant manager there because come on.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
And they deny it. They just deny it up and down. I'm like, cool.
Let's check the
So
footage.
check this out. I take my phone up. I'm like, zoom. Oof, there it is. That's not my dick. I'm like, do you think that matters? No. Do I have to say the rest? No. Like, God
Bye
damn.
bye.
I gotta
Yeah.
call. I don't want to like steal all the time in the world on this shit, but this is a great one. I gotta call it like it's like so most stores, like especially inner city stores, they close at like 2, sometimes 3 in the morning. These pizza places,
Yeah.
maybe not so much now post COVID, but I get a call at like 2:30 to 3:30 in the morning, and it's not my boss, it's not like his boss or that person's boss. No, it's the owner. Like,
Oh my
way up the
God.
ladder. I get this call, and it's like 2:30, 3:30 in the morning, and they're like, "Hey, I need you to turn the cameras on at this store number and this camera." I'm like, "Okay, hold on. Let me put you on speaker." And I open up my app, and I hit the store, and I hit the camera, and it's oh man. Hold on, let me see if I
Oh,
can zoom this
God.
out, right? Okay, look, you get the view. So it's my assistant man. I can't do it. I would love to give a fucking visual of this. Brandon Sanders getting off to this shit right now.
He's like,
So my assistant manager has the prep table where we prep all of the food.
Oh my
Shit.
God.
Has a coworker with their head hanging off the edge of the fucking table, just straight fucking
in the store,
in the store.
What the
and they don't
fuck?
think they're gonna get caught.
I guess not. And I call the store and I'm like, bro, there's like 6 to like 10 people that have these fucking cameras on their phones, right? He's like, oh fuck. Yeah, they both got fired. Yeah.
What
Dude.
the fuck?
Oh man, I could
I guess that's the story to
That's
tell
not
how you
the-
get fired.
It's not the dough that need to be pounded there.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Or
there's
the-
a term.
That bacon was floppy.
It's not the sausage
It was
they need.
Yeah, that
He ordered the small pepperoni.
it was sad because he was like that dude was a great fucking manager. He just has no self-control at all.
He managed to fuck up Royale.
Did we
trying to-
have that conversation like 2 days ago? Lynn's tucking dick pics. Fucking dick pics. Yeah, good call on the tucking. Yeah, because that shit would totally you'd lose your account for a month.
Mm.
You know what though? I'm noticing like none of these comments are from anything other than Facebook. I don't know how.
Sometimes they don't come in. We run that appear in live feed show. We don't get them off the site out every time. But sometimes it's just Facebook.
I wish Venmo didn't cost money. I would totally do it there too. But I'm waiting for fucking TikTok, bro. Like,
TikTok.
get your shit together, China. Like, let's do some live fucking feed from other fucking websites.
Yeah,
I would love
Yeah.
to. I've got a decent.
we're getting ready to
amount of
set up
people
our
on
TikTok. We're gonna do tour TikTok videos.
It's all about reels, baby.
Yeah.
2022 reels.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, like,
Put some Machine Gun Kelly over that shit.
actually,
Just kidding. That guy
true
looks
story.
like a fucking gerbil.
I went and saw Limp Bizkit
Oh,
like
shit.
10 years ago, and there was this somewhat known but not really, I don't know, kind of unknown. It was MGK that opened up for
Oh,
Limp Bizkit,
Wow.
and I walked in there, and it was MGK, right? And this place was fucking filled, bruh. Like, it was at the Marat. It was filled.
Yo.
You couldn't even walk. And then like their set ended, and everybody's going to smoke and shit. There was like 200 people for fucking Limp Bizkit, and we were all like, "It's all about the he says she's," Like,
That's
but
crazy.
yeah, like it was all about MGK that night.
Wow.
It was a
Yeah.
long
I
time
don't
ago.
get it. I don't get it.
I don't get it. I mean, I like his pop punk album, but the only reason, so I did research. So if you go to the pop punk album, literally that everybody like wrote the fucking album is all the people are listening to. Not because of him, but because everybody wrote the album. I'm like, I
There you
like
go.
that person.
I mean, we're on this.
They the fucking guitar player from the Interrupters helped write that album.
No shit.
Kevin? Yep.
No way.
Look at the
Wow.
fucking credits, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
New Interrupters
Because
album.
I was like, why do I like this song so much? And I looked and I was like, it's a Kevin, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, wait a minute. And then I looked at the next song and it said Kevin, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like,
Oh, yeah.
that's why I like this album.
So, all right. I feel like we should break out into this conversation because we were into it. So, what's the worst sexual shit you've done at work, or the worst sexual shit somebody that you worked with that you could tell us about? We'll start with Lynsey, and then we'll go to Sage, and then Rich Barker.
Fuck, I don't
I work
know.
at home.
He's like, I fucked
I don't know.
so many women at work. You have no idea.
I used to work at a B-dubs,
Great.
and this guy and girl used to go fuck in the cooler during break. And everybody would make sure not to open up the cooler door.
Not so Christopher Walken, huh?
I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah.
Right on.
God. Before the job I got now, I did a lot of restaurant work. Like
Did you
I was
fuck in the cooler?
I have fucked in the cooler.
I have fucked in the cooler too. And by the way, I have fucked on the prep table as well,
Yeah.
and the office desk,
Yeah.
and the slab table, and the
Yeah.
counter,
Yeah.
and the box table,
yeah.
and behind the store,
Yeah.
and in the car in front of the store.
And behind, and
I've
behind the
explored my
dumpster,
boundaries.
And behind the dumpster and in the shed.
Ooh, I have not fucked behind the dumpster.
Yeah.
I have pissed behind the dumpster, but that doesn't count.
Yeah.
That doesn't
yeah,
count.
That's
not really
just, That's
sexual.
just indecent exposure.
Dude, when you work like 90 hours a
yeah,
week,
yeah. It's,
I'll tell you what though, all that I just said, not one of them was a coworker.
Mm.
I can't say that though.
Every
I can't
single
see-
one,
I can't-
every single
all
thing I just said
co-managers?
was a girlfriend or a wife.
Yeah, I can't say
One or
that.
the other. Never
Uh,
fucked a coworker.
Paperboy.
Never crossed the grounds.
I mean, I've been married for
There's a reason I was
few
successful.
years, but-
so it's
So I
because I
haven't-
kept it real.
it's been a while, but because I've been in a relationship for a while now, but before, yeah, I'd have to say Burger King.
Burger King.
Me and one of the other
Once
managers-
got busy in the Burger King bathroom.
He got his burger flipped.
yeah.
Every time I
With
hear
the
Burger
floppy
King, I always
bacon.
think of Teenage Bottle Rocket Bloodbath at Burger King. Hell yeah.
but there's a lot of stories from Burger King.
I don't know if we want to know.
Yeah, me and one of the other managers had a lot of.
No, Mike.
Yeah.
I don't believe in horrors, but I don't. No. I don't get around like that. I got big love, so I keep it tight. Anyways, sorry. Mike
Yeah.
Mankey's like, fuck a customer shop. I'm like, nah.
Nah.
Maybe take him on a date or two, and then I'll fuck him.
They wanted it delivered.
He's classy, man. He's classy.
I guess. I don't know. I've only had like a couple of like
delivery
one
or
night stands. I'm
I've
different.
had one and it was
Different.
weird and awkward, and I'm just like, I don't think I want to do this anymore.
I mean, I don't believe. I think everybody's a fucking horror, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like, I don't know. Like,
It's just awkward.
I guess I just mix love and sex together too much.
Same.
So super sensual and passionate.
Yeah.
So, and there's a reason why. And I'm old. I'm old enough. I'm grown. 39. I know why. I know why I do it that way. It's because it's like I'm a Pringles can. You know what I mean? Like once you pop, you can't stop. That's the way. So yeah, I guard my shit.
Well,
up.
that's why they call the potato chips Lay's. You can't stop at one. It's called Lay's, people. Come on.
Oh.
Ah!
But yeah, I just nah. No, not for me. But I don't hate on people that, you know,
Yeah.
body count as I think the term that we used last week, but whatever. Or as Sydney said, she was a serial relationship,
Yeah.
whatever.
Dude, I love her. She's fucking funny.
She's amazing.
Mhm.
She's awesome. So where were we? Oh yeah, Rich, you got a dope.
Well, okay. I've been self-employed for 25 years, so there's no.
And at 30 years old, a young
But,
30.
okay, I'll just the very few
Started young.
work-related sexual things. Yes, behind the parking lot behind where I worked. Yeah,
Nice.
in the car.
Not the
Exciting.
dumpster.
That was the losing the virginity. And what's this
Wait,
thing?
whoa. How did you lose your virginity again?
In a car behind where I worked.
Nice.
Well,
You
actually, it
lost your
started
virginity
there,
in
and
a
then
car.
we relocated to another more secluded parking lot.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Depending
Hell
on what
yeah.
year, I'm guessing H.H. Greg.
I've never worked at H.H. Greg,
I'm joking.
no, but the breakfast bar at this place was quite good. There was another one. I was thinking about it, but it escaped me. Damn, I was thinking about it earlier. Work. I don't know. You might have to come back to me. You do you, Shep, and then I'll remember the other one. I just said there hasn't been many. I don't mix work with pleasure that often, so
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same.
hasn't happened a lot.
Actually,
but there
like
was
I
another
was-
one that came to my mind, and I forgot it. She must not have remember. Oh yeah. Sorry, it came back. I still had the keys to where I worked, even though I was getting ready to leave to move to Boston, and my band was playing a show at a bar right by where I worked, and I still had the keys. And these two girls were like, "Hey, you got some time?" So yeah, we had a
Oh.
threesome right before I played at a bar. It was pretty cool. Good times. I had to turn the key in on Monday.
Oh fuck!
Don't you hit it? Oh no, what'd you do? What
It
happened?
is.
What'd you hit your head on? I need to fix that.
The case.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't fix that.
You all right? You all right?
I'm good. I'm
All right.
good.
Mm. What
There
you
you go.
got? What you got?
I just thought it was funny because he was talking about his virginity story. Like I had my virginity. I lost my
She's a salad
virginity
girl.
almost 14 years ago, and my son is almost 14 years old.
Whoa,
How are
right
you?
on.
Yeah, I'm 31.
31.
Mm,
Yeah.
31 minus 14.
So
is
I
17.
lost my virginity and got the girl
I
pregnant.
can't do it.
Interesting.
because I'm apparently stupid. But you
Well,
know,
something good came out of it.
Lost your virginity,
hey,
but you
hey,
got a
I
girl
can't
pregnant.
say my
I was-
I
boy-
never had that happen.
I was right there. I was almost 17.
Yeah,
I might as well been
I
17.
think I was
I-
17.
I mean,
I didn't get a girl pregnant.
I can't complain though, man. My
What?
boy's awesome.
I haven't either.
The dude, my
Bad joke.
kid's 14.
I
and
shoot
coding
blanks.
for Minecraft.
I'm sorry, Sage. What was
I
that?
said I mean, I can't complain. My boy's 14 years old and coding for Minecraft at this point. So
Right on.
I love this.
Is there money in that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think he makes more money than I do.
Wow.
I think he's 14 years old.
That's
Amen.
pretty cool.
That's dope, though.
Yeah.
I was making pretty good money. I started working at Donato's when I was 14. But I made more money than that before that. But that's another
Yeah.
whole another story. You're like, wait a minute. What? No, but yeah, I worked in high school. I worked all through high school for sure. Like that's what I did. I was working. But I had all the cool basses and all the cool guitars. And always had cigarettes.
Yeah.
Always had weed. Always had the bevs. Partied hard. I partied hard, pretty hard in high school. At least the end of my junior year and my whole senior year. I was like straight A's. And then I was like, by the time I graduated, my GPA dropped down. I was like a A- B+ student, basically. Yeah. That lots of weed and partying. My student counselor was like, "Don't go to college, bro. It's not for you." I'm like, "Yeah, it is." He's like, "Nah, bro." I don't know. I just had fun, man. But that's what life is, anyways.
Yep. You gotta live it up. You don't know when
Yeah.
you're gonna be gone.
I'm glad I didn't go to college because I'd still be paying that shit. You know what I mean? Fuck that.
Yeah, I never went to college.
Yeah.
Your mom went to college.
Went to art school in college.
I went to IU.
Never.
Like Bloomington, IU, or Indy, IU?
IU East.
IU East.
Yeah. Richmond.
Richmond. Okay. I was like, East. I'm
He's
like,
like,
I'm like,
Yeah.
do the math. I
So east, it's not even close. Yeah, it's almost out of India.
Yeah. It's I mean
Ohio, Indiana.
yeah, I could walk to Ohio. from
Literally,
the
so where we
campus.
live at, my grandma lives 15 minutes away in Ohio.
Yeah.
Wow.
Literally, you can cross the border and be like, "Oh, I'm in Ohio."
It's
I'm in
close
Indiana.
enough that when we didn't have Sunday sales, we could go across the border and buy beer at a gas station.
Dang.
Yeah.
Damn, that was a minute ago.
Right.
Yeah. It wasn't that long ago.
So every time I think of Richmond, well, not so much anymore. Now I have much better memories of Richmond. But so I grew up in Ohio. I'm from Ohio. I moved here my freshman year of high school. And there's always this one thing that stands about Richmond. And that would be Tom Raper RV.
Oh
Jesus.
my God.
Yeah.
Every
We get
like
commercials out
quarter
here.
of a mile, Tom Raper RV.
It's on billboards.
Used to be non-stop billboards like
Yeah, it's like Tom Raper.
You know, he could have been Tom Rapper, you know,
Yeah.
or like
Change
change his
Change your
last name
name
to
and
like
sell some more.
hip hop, like Tom Hip Hop RVs. I don't know. Anything but Tom
anything
Raper
but Raper.
RV.
Yeah, that's what Richmond's known for.
Was,
Yeah.
Pretty much.
was someone
if
sending
you-
food our way?
Oh, it's over, bro.
Ah,
Oh,
I think I got some flaming hot Cheetos upstairs.
you'll have to do.
I can go grab them. You want to burn and turn?
Yep.
You want some?
Sure.
All right.
Play the commercial.
All right. Play the commercial.
Commercial.
It's gonna take me more than 30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
But all right, here I go. I'm gonna go get some fucking
All right, shit.
you guys got this. I'm gonna
Yeah, we do. We'll talk about how Brandon Maiden used to model for art class at IU East.
Oh yeah,
There
you
we
can
go.
control the camera.
He modeled?
Fucking
What?
keep forgetting.
There we go.
Huh,
He's a jack of all trades.
yeah.
I'm gonna take a drink before you go.
Even though none of us worked at H.H. Gregg, there's H.H. Gregg Brenner reference. Someone's being witty, Menke.
Anybody want a shot of whiskey?
I am good.
I think so, was he?
I'm drinking.
Actually,
tea.
just kidding. I'll take one.
tea.
This way.
And welcome back.
Welcome back.
Now we'll talk about
Ooh.
our favorite
Ooh.
Stephen King books.
Favorite Stephen King?
Oh, geez.
Christine.
Very
Yeah.
good one.
I don't know.
I don't know, have to
You
think
never read
about it.
any Stephen King?
Not really. Not read. No.
We I think it was ninth grade. We had to read and then tell our teacher about it. So I read most of Christine and then I watched the movie. I mean, I finished the book, but
Nice. Yeah.
I got an A.
Nice.
That's my favorite. Anything Stephen King's Christine.
Wow. I remember reading the Dark Tower series. Those were pretty good.
That was good.
But I like-
Anything he really does.
yeah,
in.
really. I haven't read a lot of his stuff. I mean, he's got a ton out there, but I like what I've read.
Have you seen his new movie that's on Netflix?
What is that one? Where's that?
I forget. You'd have to look it up. It literally just came out like a month ago.
They did a new version of what was it? The Stand. There's a new version of The Stand that came out last year.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
No, this one literally got like not even a month ago.
Wow.
It had one of the kids from the new It movie in it.
Cool.
It was really good
okay.
though. Everybody
Speaking
had
of it and Simpsons references, which I've
Yeah, I just
supposed
watched
to do
that
more.
today.
the Treehouse of Horrors this year, instead of doing 3 separate episodes, 3 little stories, it was all a parody of It. Which
I
was
really enjoyed it.
Krusty the Clown was it. They did a great job of
Yeah,
it.
I watched it today.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
Very good. I'm going to rewatch it.
Oh, you got goldfish?
Shep, have you seen the Simpsons
What?
version of It? He's not on the
Oh,
mic
he
right
brought
now.
He's
all
just
the
proud of his
snacks.
snacks.
He did bring
He
a lot
brought
of snacks.
all
Look
the
at that.
I want some of those
So-
goldfish.
I need the
yeah.
Flamin' Hot
Some
something.
Flaming Hot Cheetos.
Thank
Got
you.
some more, anybody Flaming Hot Cheetos?
Nah.
Yeah,
Save
not for
them.
me either.
I'll probably eat them.
I like to get my cancer through smoke.
All
Flaming Hot
natural. It's just
Cheetos.
hot.
See, that's my shit right there. Doritos, spicy sweet chili.
You only got one bag of those?
This is yours.
All right.
Good throw.
Fuck
And then
yes.
check it out. Look at that. Fucking
Fuck
big
yeah.
ass box of goldfish.
Oh, yeah.
You wanna get
At least
down
it's
on
not
that?
a- At least it's not
Ready?
a brick flying
ready.
at me this time.
Oh! That was
Good
dope.
catch.
And
I used to
then
play softball. I think it's like
we're
a
gonna get a
rule of
little weird
lesbians.
night. Got some
God.
Jeb.
I'll
Oh
jet
my
spice in the peanut
God.
butter.
You brought
no.
spoons.
Why-
Oh man, this is recorded live, by the way.
You can't edit this shit out.
I could, but I'm too lazy. It's not even that I'm lazy. I just don't have
Hey,
time.
can you get me a spoon of peanut butter?
Right on.
Someone spilled some whiskey.
No, there's
Saw some on your hand.
whiskey's right here.
All right.
Oh,
Hope it's less than 100.
I got you, Lynsey. So what I miss? Anything cool?
We're talking about our favorite Stephen King movies and books.
Oh, right on.
We're talking about how the latest Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episode was a parody of It, and it was awesome. Krusty was it.
Yeah, you were telling me about
It was
that.
amazing.
It was very good.
I saw it today. Hell yeah. Fuck
go.
yeah. I'm gonna eat this with my goldfish.
Oh, yeah.
If you're ever on this show, chop liver, bring snacks,
Snacks.
or make sure Shep has some.
You got plenty of.
Because after I
Peanut butter.
showered, I had to get there extra early. I realized I didn't have time for dinner, so
Oh, dude. Hold on. What is that? ASM? What is it? What do they call it? Like the videos where it's like, hold on. Check this out. Wait, I know what to do. I'm getting very sleepy. You're very calm. All right, I'm done.
All right.
I'm done being
don't
that
crush
guy.
those. I want to eat them.
I'm not crushing them. I was just making
All
the
right.
bag make cool sounds.
These aren't that hot.
All right.
I like 'em.
Dude, he gave me
I
like
could
a
stand
whopping
hotter. I like
thing
the
of
really
peanut
hot
butter.
stuff.
Oh, that's right. You are into the hot stuff. We're getting ready to do that chip challenge.
Anytime.
Tight like a
I make my
tiger.
own hot sauce.
I think Daryl's coming out Friday to that show at the Marlowe's, the Bright Room. I think we're doing the chip challenge.
Oh,
I hear things, but dude, like I have pushed myself pretty much to the highest levels of the hot, and I don't ever puke.
I think
But I
the-
don't generally puke anyway.
I pushed myself to ghost pepper.
It's like half ghost pepper, half like
Mm.
kamikaze or something.
Reaper.
I don't know about
Reaper,
that.
yeah.
We put ghost pepper flakes
Throwing
on some
'em, eat 'em.
quesadillas. They were really good, but I don't know.
Just a little bit. There you go. While he's eating, just turn your mic down a little bit. It's just over. It's just like, oh yeah,
These flaming hot Cheetos.
so hot. You want another one? You got more? Oh yeah. Did you? Oh yeah. So like, oh man, I don't want to tell you what we're doing. It. We got a song called "Sick the Ripper Does." Rich and I are in a band called Sick the Ripper, and it's the song's called "Stay Horny." What are the odds?
That's the album.
Yeah.
The song's not called that, but go ahead.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a little loud. It's not called that. What? I thought it was called "Stay Horny."
The album is, not the song.
No, the song's called "Stay Horny."
You changed it. It used to be called something else.
Yeah, it did, but we changed it
All right.
because we have to have a title track, right?
All right. That's good. That's a good song, though.
But I considered like opening the song with "Oh yeah," or at least doing it on stage, like like prepping for that song, being like, "Can I get a oh yeah? Can I get? What? I can't hear you. Can I get a oh yeah?" Whatever. I don't even practice that. I'm just doing the best I can. I need to though. I need to work on it because I'm probably gonna end up doing that on stage.
Do you practice that in the mirror?
No, I just practice my George Michael leather jacket, acoustic guitar. Just stand there in the mirror. No, I'm just kidding. But oh shit, look at all these comments. Choosy mother.
This
haven't
bag's
even-
hotter than the last bag.
All right.
Okay.
I think that was a tagline event at some point. Just joined. What the fuck? I didn't get snacks. Sorry, Peter.
Snack up,
You
Peter.
know
We're
where-
stuck
you
here.
know
When
where
did
we're
the fuck
at.
did we get ice
We
Get
cream?
up
got a
in here.
pantry. We're stuck here in the garage.
They still greet each other that way at Domino's bullshit. Oh, I thought it was. Wait, what? See, like whenever somebody walked in, it was "Welcome to Domino's."
Was that a question?
I don't
Welcome
know.
to Domino's.
yeah.
Don't know if you're gonna have a good or a bad experience.
And then it just changes over time. Like, thanks for choosing Domino's Pizza, blah blah blah. Or It's a wonderful day at Domino's. How can I help you? Or you can answer the phone like it should be like, what the fuck do you want? That's the way it should be. But yeah.
It's usually take out.
Anybody else have like dope ass like working for the man fucking stories? Because that shit was dope. Those are good stories. I love the especially like fast food, like Rich Barker. God damn it, turn your mic down a little bit. it's just like, oh god, yes.
He hasn't had supper.
I wish we had like. I'm sure I could
Send us your
find.
pizzas.
Hold on, let's see.
Drive us out of pizza.
I can get some more. What the fuck? Welcome to the Midweek Crisis, where we are eating peanut butter off of spoons, flaming hot Cheetos, and making awkward sounds into the microphone on a beautiful podcast on a wonderful Wednesday evening, just a few days shy of Halloween. So, God, man, you guys are talking about Stephen motherfucking King. I have read more of his books than any other person.
Same. I don't like reading books,
And
but I
I'll
like
tell
reading his.
you what
Favorite film adaptation?
favorite film adaptation of Stephen King. Wow. God,
I know it's tough.
It's really tough.
that is.
Yeah.
There's been some bad.
Can I
ones.
just say my favorite book?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dreamcatcher.
Really?
Oh God, yeah. So fucking weird.
It is really weird.
It is weird. It's a weird one. I love that book. I read it in high school. I loved it. I don't know. I'm a little weird, I guess.
I just named my grandma's cat Church because he looks like an evil asshole. But he's really a nice cat. But
Didn't Stephen King do what's that? With she won a fucking Oscar for her role, Kathy Bates.
Yeah.
Misery?
Misery.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent
That's Stephen
movie.
King,
Yes,
right?
it is,
Yep.
Yeah, that's got to be
Saw the
number
movie, didn't
one.
read the book, but one of the best movies.
I never read the book. Saw the film. Love the
Kathy
film.
Bates is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Best
I'll tell
part
you
of-
what. The
best-
first time I watched that film, it took me off my feet.
Best part of watching the movie, no reading.
So Game of Thrones just ended. Anybody here watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
No, I'm not a big fan.
Anybody watching? You might want to. No, I'm just kidding. We won't do it. Actually, I'll be honest. The whole season, mostly a wash. But the end of it,
Last season?
this last, Fire and
Oh,
Ice.
the new, okay.
Oh yeah, they closed it
I
off
haven't
good.
been watching the
They
new
need to
show yet.
slow their fucking roll though, man. Jesus Christ. Green Mile was dope. Shining was dope. It's funny that people don't know that though. The Shining is the Stephen King
Yeah.
book.
How people
And-
know that?
Did you know he hated the movie though?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and he helped produce
Absolutely hated
He
it.
helped produce a miniseries that really sucked. It's like, well, movie that's great, but you didn't like, or
Oh man,
miniseries
you're making
you
me
produced that
think
sucked.
about Quentin Tarantino right now. He made a movie. He wrote a screenplay, and that's it. He wrote, and I guarantee you, nobody in this room fucking knows this, but he wrote Natural Born Killers.
Really?
Amen. He
Wow.
wrote Natural Born Killers. Hated it. Hated it.
I never wrote True Romance.
Speaks openly about how much he hates Oliver Stone's fucking Natural Born Killers, but he
I liked
actually
it.
wrote that film. He wrote
liked
the
it.
script.
That's
or
why I started
whatever.
directing. You can turn me back up because I'm not eating it.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. There you go. You're back up. That's what she said.
Maybe that's why he started directing, because he didn't like the direction of that film.
Well, yeah.
Of course,
I
he
mean,
wrote
look what
True-
he's done.
He wrote True
He's
Romance.
done.
too.
He's done 9 films. He's got one more in him. I
So he
listened to. I've
says.
listened
He's
to him on
not dead yet.
podcasts. Well, that's what they do. They do 10 films.
Maybe
That's-
one good one.
You don't like Tarantino's films? Come
I'm
on.
iffy. I
For
really
real.
love movies, but I don't know.
Oh, Tarantino's great.
Still,
I-
yeah,
it's
Pulp,
'cause
Pulp
I-
Fiction's still the best.
I think I like
Yeah.
that one.
Jackie Brown's dope.
I don't know about Kill Bill.
Kill Bill 2,
I
not
like
for
them.
me.
I
Kill
like
Bill, the Kill Bill, the first one was dope. Second one was like,
Yeah, my ex girlfriend was really into it, but I don't know. I think she burnt me out on it.
that's no, I feel you there. I hate some movies because I got burned out on
Yeah,
them.
we watched
Yeah.
Kill Bill
Mostly-
too much.
Yeah.
To the family.
Killed it for you.
Yep.
So many comments. What's the one that he did with Kurt Russell and it's like about a stunt driver.
Death Proof.
Oh, that's his best film.
Death Proof is fucking.
I liked
Dude,
it. I liked it.
Tarantino's best film, hands
I
down.
kind of always forget
Not
that he
my
did
favorite,
that.
but it's good.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
so
agree.
fucking good.
yeah.
That's my number one. Cannot be topped. Cannot be topped.
Kurt Russell, classic though.
Oh yeah, he did great. Yeah, they all did. It was a great film. God, so many comments. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at all these
Death
comments.
Proof.
Somebody wrote a book.
All right,
Thankfully, I haven't seen
Jeanette
it yet.
Carey. The Sobro house I lived in, well, like sleepwalkers outside. It was like sleepwalkers outside. I'd come home from work and there were cats everywhere. Kittens in the garage. Jeanette Carey. I always read her comments like that. At least the last 2 shows I have. Because I want her on the show. So I'm just going to fucking. Jeanette, you saw, like, I'm not going to get into it. We'll talk about it later. We're getting ready to do a new podcast. But The Dark Tower was the worst movie from his books ever. It was a travesty.
I don't know. There's
Peter
some other really bad ones out there, Peter.
Mike said Hateful Eight, not once, but twice.
Well, he misspelled the first one.
Gotcha.
Well, let's retype it just in case they didn't get that from my misspelling, which we did.
Hatful Eight.
I wonder what he's trying to
No,
say.
you can't beat Pulp Fiction for how it changed cinema. Number one for impact on the medium. Peter Graves. Fair enough, Peter. Death Proof was better.
What is everybody's favorite
like-
movie though?
I like it.
Ooh, favorite movie ever.
Oh,
Well,
God.
Ever?
Yeah.
Out of all of them,
Yep.
it's
Number
hard
one.
to choose just from the Star Wars films.
What if you like had a gun to your head and you had to like pick one?
No. Pick me last. It'll take a while.
Mine would
I
be
like
Rocky
some of
Horror Picture Show.
Right on. The first time I watched it, I was like 24 because I wasn't allowed to watch shit. I wasn't even allowed to watch The Simpsons.
Wow.
Man.
See, I liked Rocky
I'm
Horror
sorry.
because
That's why
Joan
it-
Jett liked Rocky Horror.
It's it's what made me who I am. So that's why I have an MXPX fucking tattoo on my left arm because I wasn't allowed to listen to secular music. That's what got me into punk.
Huh?
What's your favorite? Sage?
Mine's got a little bit of a messed up story behind it, but have you ever heard of Into the Blue?
Into the Blue. Yes.
Into the Blue with Paul Walker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Paul Walker. You're talking about like a movie with the hottest woman that's ever walked the earth.
Yeah. Well, it was
Jessica Alba.
yeah.
I don't know.
Whatever. I'm not exaggerating, but she is fucking beautiful. She is beautiful and very talented.
I actually woke up from a coma in Raleigh to that movie being playing on the screen in front of me,
Wow.
and so it's been my favorite movie ever since.
Shep, we know it's a never-ending story.
It's
your favorite.
Footloose
Oh,
for sure.
Footloose.
Original Kevin Bacon,
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Jessica,
Not the remake?
Sarah Parker.
I didn't see the remake. Did anyone see?
We're
the
gonna we're
remake?
just gonna cut off your mic.
Mine?
No, Footloose is not my favorite movie ever. I have to go with Ghostbusters, 1984. Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray,
That's a
Harold
good choice.
Ramis.
That was a good one.
It
That was
is
a good
good.
one.
Well, for me, like when I was a wee
Well, I think-
man, with a little kid, I was born in 83, so movie came out in 84, VHS 85, whatever. That's the movie that, like, most kids, Care Bears at that time, whatever movie, maybe Never Ending Story, like Rich said.
Yeah.
But for me, Ghostbusters, and yeah, I mean, I just had to put it number one. Are there better films? Sure.
No.
Well,
Yes.
action comedy, sci-fi. Nice. That was
that
a
was
nine.
beautiful.
It was
Yeah.
deep.
It's
It was
pretty.
rich.
Creamy root beer. Creamy root beer.
But I mean, there's some up there. Like this is how I kind of look at film. Ghostbusters is not on this list, but there are movies that I have to watch at least once a year. And
Totally understand.
Interstellar is one of them, even though it's like jank science, but it's a great film. Great film.
Not the third act.
I think directing wise, writing wise, in our generation, whatever generation that may be, Dark Knight is probably one of the most well directed, best written films. Just there's a lot in that film that is remarkable just remarkable art, but
Yeah.
there's a lot.
Yeah.
I could sit here. I've seen up those stairs. There are 3,000 films on DVD, Blu-ray.
Oh wow.
Yeah, or VHS.
20 million on my phone.
I could write some reviews. Let's put it that way. 20 million. You're like, I have Netflix and Hulu, bitch. But either way, a quick explanation of that is, I grew up in the 90s as an adolescent. Really, I was 7 in 1990, whatever. My dad, when my parents got divorced, my biological father, really not my dad, but he promised the three of us, my twin brother and my younger sister, that he would take us to the movies every weekend. And he got custody of us, and he did. He did that for like a long time, like at least a year. And then he was like, how about we just start buying movies? And this is like VHS era.
Yeah.
By the time from 7 to 14, by the time I had left and moved here and moved with my mom, we had well over 1,000 movies on VHS. And I'd seen hundreds of whatever movies in theater.
Wow.
And stuck. So like, I don't watch TV, like TV show. Well, it's 2022. So here we are. It's all streaming, but in general, I always watch movies.
Yeah.
So the amount of movies I've seen is pretty fucking unreal, but some of them just stand out. So,
What's your favorite horror movie?
ooh, so that's
What's
and
your
that's
favorite scary movie?
Evil
Over-
Dead 2.
over. I don't know.
Eh.
It's a great one. But oh god, so, you got me. A third of what I just mentioned, by the way,
Yeah.
is horror. So I want to say this.
Horror.
There is a horror film that came out that doesn't have all the jump scares, but it's scary. But it's also a great film.
Mhm.
And people that may be wishy-washy with horror film can enjoy it. And
Phantasm.
the movie is called oh yeah,
Bubba Hotep.
The Ring,
Mm,
2002.
that is a good movie.
It is not just a great film, it's
So
a
is-
horror film,
So is Bubba Hotep.
but it's like the cheap scares are limited, but the storyline is just so fucking good,
Mhm.
But I can give a recommendation if you want to see a film that will make you pee your pants and not watch for a few days, or
What's
like
that?
not sleep for a few days, excuse me. That would be Lights Out.
That's a good one.
I've heard of it,
fuck.
but
That's
I've
a
never
good
watched it.
movie.
If you don't like horror film, do not watch it.
I
Yeah,
love
that's a
horror
good
movies.
movie.
And if somebody tricks you into it, trick them into smoking a bowl of crack
Yeah,
because it will fuck you up. You
Yeah.
will not sleep.
Yeah.
I saw a review on a movie called The Host from I talked about this last week, from England or whatever they call it now, the islands, what the fuck ever. But it's basically
UK.
it's a Zoom film. It's like a Zoom call film. So like it's a few people doing a Zoom call and they do a Ouija board.
Oh.
The rest, but they say
God.
it's the scariest movie ever made, and I'm not saying it is, but and here's the thing, like with me with horror film, like I'll watch a film and I'll watch the whole thing, I'll be like, that was really fucking scary.
Yeah.
Straight face, like that was scary as shit. But
Yeah.
that film, woof. If you don't like being scared, The Host, by the way, that's on Shudder or AMC
Okay.
Plus.
Yeah.
Hour and 6 minutes of pure what the fuck. So that's a good one. I do recommend that one. But for the lighthearted or the inability, The Ring for sure.
Yeah.
Probably one of the better ones, but I don't know. The first movie that ever scared me was The Shining. All right, Rich, go ahead. That movie fucked me up. Shining. That was one of the first horror movies I ever watched.
Well, I did back when Sage was asking about her favorite horror movie. I said Evil Dead 2. That probably one of my
I
favorite
thought you
movies
were
of all
saying
time.
that was my favorite horror.
Mine. I love Evil
My
Dead
bad.
2.
My bad.
The
I'm like
whole-
Evil
the whole
Dead 3 though.
Army of Darkness is
Darkness.
great. It is great. It is a little more sci-fi fantasy than horror. Evil-
Yeah,
but
best
it was
episode 3 ever.
True. They really plotted it out
They
nicely.
killed it. They crushed it.
Of course, I'm a big Star Wars fan. Empire Strikes Back. I think my favorite of
That's
that
best
franchise.
episode 2 for sure.
Yep.
Maybe the best episode 2 of
Um,
all time.
Coen Brother films, Raising Arizona. That's always been a favorite because it's just such an off the wall comedy that
Mhm.
just delivers nonstop. Big cartoon personalities, some that come around, evolve. It's hard to pick a favorite. I probably have a different favorite movie every year, but those are some of my that always hit me. I like the Lord of the Rings films. I'm a big trilogy fan. Back to the Future 2, of course, if you know
Fuck
me.
yeah.
GBR has a song called Surf Vietnam, which we combine Back to the Future 2 and Apocalypse Now with the lyrics, so it's kind of fun. But yeah.
Did you write a second film that reiterated the first film that had lines from the first song, but also featured in the second song?
That'd have been too complicated for a punk rock
Dude,
song.
can you believe that they did that though? Who would? It's Robert Zemeckis, George Lucas, and Steven Spielberg.
I know.
Of course they did.
Yeah,
They
that's
tied
right.
all three films in together. What a bunch of fucking uppity fucking assholes, man. But what they did in those films were fucking insane.
Yeah.
Post, because nobody saw it really. But what they did though in those films was, to me, like, that was kind of groundbreaking to bring, like, they were filming the second and third film at the same time as they were filming the first one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's dope. But kind of also, John Carpenter's Halloween. The first and second one were filmed almost instantly together.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but I don't know.
Met John Carpenter.
Did you really?
One of my bands was recording in Cherokee Studios in LA, and he does all the soundtracks there. He actually played acoustic guitar and a lot of stuff and wrote a lot of the soundtrack stuff. He came in and listened to us while we're mixing. It's pretty cool to meet him.
That's badass.
Yeah, it was cool.
Did we miss anybody in the horror film?
We did all films and then horror films, and some got crossed. I don't know.
I don't think I did mine, but
There we go. All right, right on. I felt like I was like, I can't remember. I want to get into it. When I get into it, I get into it. So my bad.
as far as like the main like well-known movie monsters, I guess I've always been attracted to Hannibal Lecter.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hannibal.
Oh dude,
That is a really good
Did you ever read Red Dragon?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was senior year for me, bruh.
Yeah.
I read Red Dragon. I was like, this.
Yeah.
Well, it might have been junior year. I don't know, but fuck, dude. Talk about a book.
You're right.
Oh my god, the film was great, but no justice.
I was gonna say it does it
No
nearly into
justice.
detail.
So intense, so fucking.
I would have to say the movie that fucked me up the most when I was little, as far as like horror films and shit.
Exorcist.
Chucky.
Fucking Jeepers Creepers.
Really?
Jeepers
Oh hell
Creepers?
yeah!
Yeah, like
Dude, I
that
love
motherfucker
Jeepers
had
Creepers.
that motherfucker had me watching
Oh.
like the sky at night, making sure I
He
wasn't
only
going to
comes
get
back
fucking
The
7
original
years,
Need for
though.
Speed. Oh,
Yeah.
what is it called? Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Exorcist had me going. as a
Fucking
kid.
Jeepers Creepers.
The Exorcist is the only movie that gave me nightmares.
Can't remember. His name.
I can't remember who does it.
Anyways, my bad. It's the main actor in that film, but he ended up becoming like really famous from that.
Yeah.
From that. Look at. Thank you, Rich. Holy shit, man! Paulie's gonna be so excited about this. All I do is switch browsers, and now I don't have to be the only one producing. But Jeepers Creepers
I'm used to it with
scared the shit out of me too, man. It was
Yeah.
dope. I think I was a senior in high school, but yeah, or maybe post high school, but that film was fucking dope.
Well, like
For
my
reals.
and the thing about it was the first time I ever watched it. My dad, my biological father's not really in the picture anymore, but I used to go over and see him right after he got remarried, and then shit fucked up. But my stepmom at the time, I was sitting alone in the living room watching this fucking movie, and she literally comes around the corner out of the kitchen and basically jumps on top of me to scare the shit out of me while I'm watching this movie. And I was like,
Cool.
I was like 10. And just ever
Did you
since
pee
then,
yourself?
I don't remember, but probably
He did.
I
You
probably
just
did.
don't want to admit it.
I probably did. Yeah. But no, like I legit, like I'll walk to the gas station in the middle of the night and I'll be like,
Look up at the
is
sky.
something gonna fucking swoop up and snag my ass? I only weigh 125
take your eyeballs.
pounds.
So we're talking about horror, and as I mentioned before, The show's always been based on drugs, sex, rock and roll. We've covered those. What are we missing?
Paranormal.
Paranormal.
Oh,
So
boy.
Sage, we'll start with you for the first time. We'll go around the room. We'll go this way. Have you ever experienced anything that you can't explain?
Yeah, and I actually have done audio work for paranormal teams before.
Hell yeah.
So
Ghost hunting.
yeah,
I've done. I
Yeah.
have my. Yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
I actually got to do a investigation at the Randolph County Infirmary,
Wow.
which is
where's Randolph County?
it's Winchester.
Okay.
It's about a half hour north of Richmond.
Yeah, north.
And it's supposed to be one of the most active places in Indiana.
Right on.
And it's like we got partial photos. I've actually still got some audio clips of like responses from our investigators in the building talking to the spirits and stuff. It's wild, man. Like I'll have to see if I can't dig it up one of these days. And
It's like EVP basically.
yeah, like a bunch of EVPs.
Oh, yeah.
Basically what I would do was, because I've actually got a 16 channel recording studio. So I took some of the gear and we set up a trailer outside for a bass.
Damn.
And I ran.
That's like all out.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I ran 2 8-channel snakes into the building and set up high quality mics in different rooms. And the investigators literally just walked around the building and trying to see what they could.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, I've been on I always say ghost hunts, and nah. It's always like cameras and like recorders, but never. Nah. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Probably the worst. The funny thing is the worst one I've ever ran into was actually in the gorge.
Oh, the gorge.
The gorge
Richmond.
in Richmond
That place is creepy.
It's ridiculous with activity, dude.
Oh, definitely.
Like I've had people pass out on me down there. I've had people like legit like just have psychotic breaks while going down there, just fucking around. And like people seeing shit, ghost shadow walkers. I've seen a few of those down there. I've never actually went down there with a camera or a microphone or anything, but I need to because
Well, if you ever decide to, let me know. I'm down.
Oh, for sure.
And I won't be one of those people that pussy out. I'll be down there. I mean, I'll probably be a little white, a little paler than white, maybe, but
Yeah.
in the face, but
A little flush.
yeah.
I believe it.
But I can hold my ground. I've seen some fucked up shit too. So
Especially under like G Street Bridge.
Yeah.
And G Street Bridge is very well known in Richmond for suicides. And the gorge actually goes underneath of that bridge. You can walk underneath that bridge through the gorge. And that's where a lot of the activity is there and kind of stemming off that area.
Wow.
Like it's cursed.
Yeah. It's and
Kind
that's
of bad.
A hotbed of psychic activity.
yeah,
probably.
it's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Wild. Speaking of spirits, Shep had to go get his American spirits.
Hey man, that's what I smoked before I quit smoking too. So
yeah, I thought they didn't cause cancer. It's America.
How would that work?
Lynsey, what you got?
So my mom passed away 10 years ago, and I actually used to see her in my television. Like when I go to bed at night, we had like one of those old school TVs, those really big old boxy TVs,
Mhm.
and you could see a shadow of a woman. I always just thought it was my mom, so I'd be like, "Good night, mom," and I'd go to bed. Like, I don't know, spirits don't really scare me that much.
We now
Like,
end our broadcast day.
I believe in ghosts, so
yeah.
I don't think they're always that bad.
Yeah, the possibility of afterlife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like she was kind of watching over me after like, the last year. So
I've also seen my my great grandfather standing at the top of my stairs, like in my bedroom.
I feel like they come and check on you and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
What you got, Rich?
Oh, come on. I shared last time.
Yeah. I mean, I'm about to share a story.
I spilled
that
the
I've told before.
beans about ghosts, about UFOs, about aliens, about everything. I mean, watch the old podcast. Really, I don't know what I didn't cover. It was a lot of stuff. My first time to really unload because there was some heavy stuff there.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean,
I don't know if there's something we didn't cover. I don't even remember.
well,
what
that's the
exactly
thing,
we
though.
talked about.
I guess for me, I've done like a bajillion of these things, but
True.
I'll try to make it quick, but
Yeah, go
because
ahead.
for those that have, heard me tell my stories or whatever that I've experienced, experiences really is what I should say, not stories, experiences. I'm gonna go with the most awkward one, the one that's probably the most questionable one because it seems, I don't know, people are probably indifferent to it. So, I just moved to Indiana. It was my first Christmas out of Ohio, and it was Christmas Eve. Thanks. Damn, on it, son. Bam. So backstory: my grandfather, my mom's dad, he had died on Christmas Eve night. He was actually technically Christmas morning. He died of a heart attack when I was a year and a half, and fast forward until I moved here, and it was Christmas Eve night. Everybody went to bed. I stayed up all night. I was on America Online, AOL. And I was, texting my girlfriend at the time because, I had a girlfriend.
You got mail.
And finally I went to bed and I go upstairs. I lay down and I'm, trying to go to sleep. Now I have a twin brother and we had shared a room at the time. We had bunk beds and I had the bottom bunk because I'm the bigger motherfucker. And I'm laying down and my cat Whiskers at the time, he would always sleep with me. He'd always sleep in my bed, or typically he would sleep on my chest. And this specific night, he sat on my chest and he was sleeping on my chest. And so as I'm laying there, trying to go to bed, I felt this sensation in my feet, like when your hand falls asleep and it gets all funky,
tingly.
tingly,
Yeah.
funky feeling.
Yeah.
So I felt this like tingly feeling in my feet and it started moving up like into my ankles, into my calves. But this is the weird part. I felt this vibration with it and it wasn't just a feeling, it was a sound. And remember THX, like the old production, they would do sound for film, specifically like Star Wars, like
The audience is listening.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was like a sensation of that feeling and that sound like rolling from my feet through my body. And as that was happening, I, by the way, could not move at all. And as it's moving on my body, it's getting louder. The feeling's getting stronger. And this is what's wild is as it's moving up through me, this feeling or all my feelings, senses, my cat that was on my chest Whiskers, his hair, as it moved up through me, started standing up as it's passing through me. And the thing is, you have to think like that sound, like that THX thing was getting stronger and more vivid.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like I could hear it. It's like I could feel that sound, I guess is the best way I could put it. And as it hit my head, it was like at the climax
Mhm.
or whatever. I know, such an inappropriate word, but definitely not that. But it just stopped instantly, and it was so fucking strong and so vivid, and the moment that it stopped, my cat opens its eyes, and as it opens its eyes, its claws go directly into me,
Ugh.
and it screams bloody fucking murder, jumps off of me, and my initial reaction, I'm worried about the cat. All what just happened was not even phased. I was worried about my cat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Whiskers, are you okay? And I reached out for him because he's like on the floor next to my bed at this point, and he like hisses at me and like does all that shit. And my twin brother wakes up. He's like, "What did you do to the cat?" I'm like, "I didn't do anything to the cat." And
Wasn't me.
right. But essentially, I end up opening the door. The cat runs out, and everybody in the house is awake at this point. And I tell my mom what happened. And the next day, it's Christmas. We drive to Ohio. We go to my grandma's house, and she basically chalks it up as like that was my grandfather who had passed away on Christmas Eve, Christmas night, whatever, Christmas morning, as him visiting me or trying whatever. But it's the most like I've seen shadow people. I've seen so much shit in my time, but that to me is the most vivid because it was like every ounce of my soul and my physical body was just completely taken over. I couldn't move. I literally like saw it. Just
Shep,
not my eyes,
Shep,
my
out to tell
ears,
ya.
my feelings, all of it was just so unreal.
That gave me chills.
Yeah,
Probably because you left the door open. It's getting a little cool in here.
But
But still, it's a good story.
Yeah.
But when you get a
I've only told that one once, but it is the most surreal for me because it was like it was so. You just really can't explain it because it was like it started off at my feet and it just moved all the way through me, and it was just very just bigger and bigger and bigger than just wow. And to see my cat's hair stand up is one of the things that like literally it was just so I don't know, pretty unreal. And I mean 5 years before that I woke up in the middle, not woke up, shit man. It was Christmas Eve night, same deal. Christmas Eve night. Heard my parents go to bed, snuck out my room. I wanted to go check out the gifts, right? And back then we had the tree down in the basement. Like that's where all the gifts were. I mean, we had a tree upstairs too, but that's where the gifts were. And when I went downstairs, opened up the door, and there's a black whatever, like somebody standing at the top of the steps when I opened up the door, but it was like a silhouette. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Visually, I saw that, but no comparison to that. But it's definitely way harder to comprehend.
Yeah.
Because seeing something is one thing, but feeling, like all senses just, it was crazy. But I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people out there are probably like, whatever, Shad. Probably
Alana connected with you. I posted her comment up that sounds like her sleep paralysis.
Right on.
Stuff.
So I'm still like not used to like somebody else being able to like help me produce and stuff. It sounds like my sleep. Yeah, it was in a way sleep paralysis, but I had not gone to sleep. I was wide awake. I mean, literally from the moment that I walked away from the computer downstairs and went upstairs and laid down in bed, maybe 5 minutes, I wasn't asleep. I was fully awake. So I don't know.
Yeah, and the sleep,
unexplainable.
The
really.
Sleep paralysis wouldn't explain the cat either.
It wasn't asleep and couldn't move. It was a waking.
Well, this is what kind of fucked me up was the fact that the cat didn't react until it stopped.
Yeah.
That's what fucked me up.
I mean,
Because it wasn't just me. So like, sure, I could tell this experience to the world, but at the end of the day, to know that okay, it's a cut, whatever, it's a living thing.
Yeah.
That experienced it with me. You know, I don't fucking know.
we'll see. And
So weird.
I just
It's a
thought
wild
about it.
thing.
You said your brother was asleep, correct?
That's right.
He could have experienced it at the same time. And he wouldn't have realized it.
Maybe he had a dream.
Yeah.
It's a weird,
who
wild
knows?
thing, man.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. Yeah. But you know, there's millions of stories, millions of videos, millions of
Yeah.
EVPs out there
Yeah.
of just unexplainable shit.
Well, you
Voices,
know-
video of like things moving.
The
Yeah.
Indiana Ghost Trackers, right? Indiana Ghost Trackers, an official club. I used to date the vice president. I don't know what she is right now, but she has some of the best EVPs. I helped do the website. I think it's indianaghosttrackers.org. But yeah, she always had some really cool stuff. Even talked about the Melody Inn. There's, if you research on YouTube, there's some haunted Melody Inn research they've done, and they posted some stuff, and they found out where the like, cool spots are and hot spots are. And there's a lot of reports of how haunted the Melody Inn is. Someone used to live there. One of the doormen was homeless, so he actually lived there for a while and just got so freaked out he had to stop living there. Plus, he shouldn't have been living there anyway. It's not a residence, but
Yeah, it's a weird
There's
place to live
a
for
lot-
sure.
Yeah.
a lot of reports of the Melody
You ever
Inn
been
being
in the
haunted.
basement?
The basement's pretty creepy anyway.
A collection of cool things for sure.
There's some like bins where it looked like it was a wine cellar. There's a ramp leading from the bar down to a bin, and then a tube too. That's where, you know, if you drink a beer, you're done with beer, you put it down this bin that goes into a recycle bin. But yeah, there's a lot of reports of it being haunted. And there's a nice YouTube thing. We should post that because it's kind of fun.
I kind of want to watch.
There's a good
that.
YouTube
Yeah,
video
it's
where
interesting.
I don't think it's the Indiana Ghost Trackers that I know, but another Ghost Trackers group from Indiana did a little report and did some readings and had some things to say, and it's pretty cool.
So first time ever on a podcast, one of my podcasts, I just took a swig and then I chased it. And when I chased it and I went to put the cup down, it splashed up right into my fucking eye.
Oh.
On live.
Ah.
On camera.
Party foul.
Yeah. Like literally right into my
Here's
eyeball.
mud in your eye.
That just happened.
There we go.
Yeah. Holy
Day of
shit.
firsts with Misunderstood in the studio.
By the way, if anybody wants shot.
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 But yeah, there's your paranormal. Per usual, our viewer count, people watching, always drops during paranormal because they want drugs, sex, and rock and roll. They don't want fucking paranormal.
They don't want to
I
talk
don't
about
give
the
a
ghosts and
That's the
shit.
goods, people.
I don't
Come
give a
on.
fuck. It's entertainment, and that's what
Yeah.
we're doing. So
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe it's past the bedtime when they're getting scared.
Getting scared.
So it is Wednesday. People do have to work
Yeah.
in the morning. I'm really stoked about moving the time down though, because
But then you're going to be on during Jeopardy.
yeah, Thursday night football is going down
I
too.
do record Jeopardy, so there we go.
No shit.
DVRs, people, come on.
Have you ever been on Jeopardy?
No, I've had a friend, one of my coworkers has been on Jeopardy.
Right on.
I'm really good at it, but I don't know if I'd.
One of my
They
favorite
give me British literature. What am I going to do?
one of my favorite SNL skits is the Jeopardy with Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah, all the ones with what was his name? They've had so many good ones, but yeah, Will Ferrell was always the host.
So they always had Sean Connery on.
Yeah, there was a
they
Sean
always
Connery
had
ones.
I think Keenan Thompson's doing it now. Isn't he?
is he really?
I think
I'm not
so, yeah.
I stopped watching after they let the what's that crew called? The ones that did like I'm on a boat, Dick in a Box.
Oh, Lonely
Lonely Island, yeah.
Yeah.
After they cut them out, I was like, come on. Yeah, I kind of stopped watching, but
Some of the Jeopardy parodies were pretty good.
Yeah.
oh, for sure. What's that one? It was always on there. The Turd Ferguson, fucking. I can't think. Okay, either way, yeah, the Jeopardy skits are always good. Always good.
I like the
Very
real Jeopardy.
informative too.
Alex, we miss you. You know, there's a spinoff now. They've got regular Jeopardy and there's Celebrity Jeopardy. It's a separate show on a separate network, but it's just as good.
Yeah.
I haven't watched.
Different. They do regular Jeopardy, double Jeopardy, and triple Jeopardy on this show. So there you have it. Check it out. Check your local listings.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's right. Next week we have Alana and Ryan coming on the show. Alana Disney and Ryan Bishop are going to be our guests next week.
They've been tuning in tonight.
They sure have.
Hello. Getting snagged on stuff
That's
here.
a lot of comments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably the most comments I think we've ever had. It's a
Thanks for
lot.
tuning in.
Hell yeah, for sure.
Talking to you.
So Friday night and where? No, somewhere in Ohio. You guys.
Oh,
Oh,
Middletown.
Saturday.
Middletown.
Yeah, we'll be in
Leo's.
Leo's at the Slice,
It's a pizza place.
Makes sense.
They have really good pizza.
and we're gonna be playing. Black Market Party is the only one that I know of.
There's 10 bands.
There's 10 bands over
Mhm.
there. Holy
That's
shit!
insane.
We go on, I think, around 6 something.
Yeah.
But then I'm doing a special appearance on the Black Market Party
Yeah.
set because they're covering the Distillers.
Nice.
And they asked me to come sing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. You're
course.
gonna nail that.
One of
Yeah.
One of our
I
favorite
got
bands.
this
We know
down. I
that.
got this down.
Oh yeah.
We know you do.
No, that's one of your favorites
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. It's actually my
We
number
saw
one.
Distillers together.
Yep.
Well, I mean, we got our high fives in, and then it got crowded.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that was a good show for sure. Great memory. Rich was there too. We got our high fives in.
I've never seen the Distillers.
Wait, then what band am I thinking
Oh,
of?
the Interrupters.
Interrupters.
That's my third favorite band.
Dang it.
Yep.
Dang it.
Seen
It's
them
the
a couple times.
Distillers, Joan Jett, and then the Interrupters. Yeah.
It's a good trio.
Yeah.
Trying to
I've
think
yet
of
to
like
see the
my top
Distillers,
three.
but I've
It's
seen-
like if
seen
so if
Interrupters.
Joan Jett and Brody Dahl had a baby, they had an Amy Interrupter, and then Amy Interrupter had me.
There you go.
There you go. Hell yeah.
Got to close that door. It's getting chilly in here.
Oh man. All right.
I know.
I run hot. So.
Okay. Maybe close it partially. It's a little smoky in here.
The fishies are getting cold.
That's probably my bad.
It is actually. Now that I'm moving around, I'm like, holy shit, yeah, it is.
It's a little chilly.
It's a little
Eating a chopped liver.
It's
Keeping the
dropping
liver
sharp.
cold.
Yeah.
Brought
So,
my own
yeah.
cooler. Don't even
That
need
ends
that.
our paranormal experience of the evening.
Thanks for tuning in.
Hell yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
for sure. So
None of us are normal.
shout out to Rich for being co-host tonight,
Cheers.
for,
Thanks for having me in.
co-producing, which
Glad
Paulie's
to help out.
gonna be really excited about. That now he can help me.
You got it, Paulie.
Co-produce and move the cameras around and move the comments around and all that stuff.
You just push this button right here.
Thank you guys, fucking Lynsey,
Yeah,
Sage,
yeah.
for
Thank
coming
you
on.
for having us.
Misunderstood,
Yeah.
hanging out, having a good time. Be sure if you're in the
What the hell?
that was different.
I hit things a few times. It took a minute to register.
That was
Now
cameras
we're all
going
mixed
out.
up. Now
Yeah.
my stuff's over here.
Switch it
Yeah.
out.
We need that 70s show theme song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what is that?
Let's see if it'll do it
I just
again.
remember something about.
I'm trying to think because every time I look at the screen, I'm just
the
like,
Friends theme song.
Hanging out.
Down the street.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Something about Wisconsin.
Hello, Wisconsin.
There it is.
who would
yeah.
be what character?
Where's the benefit when you need them?
I would be Jackie. That way I could masturbate all day in front of the mirror. Mm,
And we're back. Thanks for playing the home game.
that was bad. Bad shot. Yeah. Well, there you go. I'm gonna light a cigarette now.
Still got half a beer left.
I remember when that show first came out, and I was always like, this is such a rip off of like Drew Carey show because of Cleveland Rocks. Yeah.
That was epic, though. That song.
Dude, I love that
The
show.
Cleveland
I'm
show was
from
fun,
Northern
or,
Ohio,
yeah.
so fuck yeah.
Yeah, that Cleveland show, the Drew Carey show.
Isn't the what? Oh,
You said Cleveland Rocks, and I
Wow.
was talking about the show. So,
wow. Fuck that
but
up.
then
didn't I?
there's the Cleveland show,
There is
the
the
animated
Cleveland
show.
show. Yeah, the Cleveland show.
Hey,
Wow.
hey.
Danny Masterson, rate people, and the Scientologist and protecting.
Okay,
him
well
right
then
now.
no
That
one's
is
his
true.
character.
That is true. So he got canceled off his other show.
Yeah.
Hit the canceled button.
Hashtag you are canceled.
Where's the beef? She's
I
canceled.
got thick fingers. God damn it. Hashtag you are canceled.
Take that, Danny Masterson.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Fuck
yeah,
him.
yeah. He fucked up big time. But let's move on.
Yeah, we're
to
moving
better
on.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank everybody that watched tonight, joined us, commented.
All 5 of you.
All 5. Well, 5 people right
Oh,
now.
they're left now.
It's
But
pretty
yeah.
good. I mean,
We did have a
we're
good
at
run.
3 fucking hours here.
Yeah.
That's a good amount of people at 3 hours in.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I don't know what the
Who's
statistics
been
are.
watching it this whole time?
Hey, we bumped up
Yeah.
to 7 already.
I will say Jeanette got in about 30 minutes in, so Jeanette's basically been here the whole time.
she's like the
Alana's
number
been
one
here the
fan?
whole time. Mike Mankey was definitely here for the majority of it. Brandon
Okay.
Maiden was here for the majority of
Alana
it.
in there.
I'm looking. God,
This
so many
Maiden
comments.
dude.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
I did have
Peter
not even
joined
read
late,
any
but
of
hey,
them.
Peter. Always a pleasure.
So many
I
comments.
know, right?
So many.
They're having their own conversations. It's because of the bacon.
I've known Jeanette
It's
so
all
long.
about-
I know
all about the
Jeanette's.
bacon.
I know
All about
Jeanette's
the bacon.
original
All about the bacon.
screen name is Halloweener.
Ooh.
We go way back. Good people,
Oh yeah, she's awesome. Love her.
definitely.
It's
all about you now, people. Come on,
Yeah.
we're done talking. On to you.
We
On
just
to you.
gained another viewer. Hi, new viewer.
Oh, well, we went up to
Look how many-
7, then dropped down to
Let's
6.
see. Let's see
They're
here.
like, bye.
Let's see.
I'm out of here. Ah.
The people that have joined it. Let's call out some people.
If you really liked us, you'd
The
send us
live.
pizza.
Okay, the people for sure that have responded to the show. We've got Jeremy Leneve, also known as Stitch from God Awfuls. Eric
Which
Rodriguez.
rocked last week.
Actually, the
Right.
God Awfuls will be playing with us Saturday.
They played last Saturday. at the
Fucking
Grand.
great
So good,
band.
so good.
Fuck yeah. Eric Rodriguez, Lazy Boy, Nick Jordan, Shar Goldstein, love you, Shar. Jesse Wright,
Shar.
love you, Jesse. Greg Gevers, Lindsay Cooper, Aaron Massey, love you, Aaron Massey. I can't talk. Now we're into the next section. We got Banbury, we got Bledsoe, Jenny B, we got Nicholas C. Marshall, Stevie Haddix, Fred Marlowe, Jeff Parks, Brandon Maiden, Ryan Bishop, 3 more. How you gonna make me work? So there's 3 more people I cannot speak of. Sid Scott, love you, Sid. Jeff, that's my boy. You said longtime friend, and of course Bailey Johnson. But yeah, at least
So I
those
think
people
you should
joined us
do
tonight.
one where it's me and Sid on here.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get it scheduled.
So
I'm already into February.
There's like
so-
this secret thing that we're wanting to do that we're gonna cover the Runaways.
No
Ooh,
shit.
And
That'd be
she's
dope.
gonna be
would
Sheree
be
and I'm gonna
awesome.
be Joan.
That'd be
Awesome. Who's gonna play
I'm
drums?
down. I'm down.
Do what?
Who's playing drums?
I don't know yet. It was her idea.
Looking at you, Sage.
We're gonna play drums
it'd be
on.
nice
I
to
don't know
be-
what song we're doing yet, but she's gonna
Have
be
2 drummers.
Sheree and I'm gonna be Joan.
Have
Cool.
And we're gonna do a music video.
I mean, but
have
see if
have Randy and Sage play drums
Exactly.
simultaneously.
well, but see if they. I mean, I could switch instruments too. If need to.
There you go.
Maybe.
There you go.
Yeah.
Whip out
I'm
that
not sure.
kazoo.
It's not. It's just in the works. We just haven't really done it yet.
All right, hang on. I got a couple people asking me things here. Peter Graves asks what it was like working at Firehouse. Well, I worked at Firehouse back when it was the 200-year-old building, whatever it was. It's now like some police warehouse thing. It was weird because it's a very old building. I heard there were ghosts there too. I never heard or saw any, but I do know I worked next to the brick wall in the middle of winter. When the wind would blow, you would feel it pretty well. So it's right by Futuro Pizza right now. But now it's kind of weird because Firehouse Graphics was on Washington Street. It moved to where another place I used to work at Rytone. Now where Rytone was, Firehouse is. It's still around. It's weird. Like when old jobs collide. And I don't know, there's some more stuff, but go ahead. You're good.
Oh, right on. Hell yeah. So shout out to our sponsors, Punk Rock Night and Construction Company. Also want to again thank you, Rich, for coming on and being co-host tonight.
Pleasure.
Kicking ass, taking names, Lindsay.
Can hang with all these
Sage.
cats.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Them.
I always close these
them.
shows out the same way. Word, I heard it was haunted from Peter Graves. I guess I could put that on screen
That was
for
from Firehouse.
the
where I
post
worked.
for
Yeah.
the post viewers.
A lot of, I could tell you some weird shit about when I was at Firehouse, but that's another episode.
Are you sure? I mean, we've got time.
Nah,
Okay. All right.
some other time.
All right. Well, so again, thanks for everybody for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Did I say YouTube? Facebook,
Twitter,
Twitter,
FaceTube,
Instagram,
TwitchTube,
all the
Friend-
social media
FriendTube.
things,
all the tubes.
all the things. Look out for our new show coming out here in the next few weeks called Mixed Nuts. Basically, it's just gonna look like this. like this.
Bless you.
And then somebody else tuning in remotely, coming on the show. We're just gonna. It's basically gonna be me and whoever the fuck chimes in. We're just gonna.
Sorry, I was trying to do two people.
do
Go ahead.
this, do all this stuff, and yeah, it's gonna be nuts.
Tacos.
Mixed nuts meaning whoever the fuck hits the link, joins the show. We're gonna talk about whatever they want, and that's that. It could go wrong. I mean, I almost called it Murphy's Law because whatever will go right will go right, and whatever will go wrong will go wrong. So we're just gonna throw it out there and see what happens, and we're gonna have fun with it. And it's hard for me not to say we because I'm always about teamwork. But at the end of the day, it's just gonna be me sitting at this desk,
Excuse me.
having people on, being able to shoot the shit, whatever they want to talk about. But so that's coming. But either way, so yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good show. It's been a good show. Really need to clean this garage.
Bless you.
That was a
Anyways,
little wet.
It's been fun. It's been real. So don't
It's
talk to
been real
strangers.
fun.
Shop smart. And
Shop as smart.
Don't
Right.
drink the
Get on
Kool-Aid.
to people.
turn on your headlights.
Kool-Aid,
Don't
Mr.
drink,
especially
Bravo.
in Indiana.
Yeah.
Uh,
especially in Richmond.
There you
Don't
go.
drink the Kool-Aid.
outro music. Peter Graves. Hang on to those britches because you're about to freak the fuck out.
Damn.
Rich, Brandon wants to know: are you going to the Marlowe match?
I don't know what a Marlowe mash is.
It's
It's
their Halloween party on
Yeah.
Friday that I'm
Oh.
playing.
I've got a special taco night
Right on.
and something
Taco
special
night.
on Friday.
So yeah, man. Shop smart, shop at smart. Don't talk to strangers. Turn on your headlights, and every Saturday night at the Melody Inn.
It's punk rock night.
night. Thank you guys again. It's been great. It's been fun. It's been real fucking fun.
Take it away. I'm the good girl.